Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to you all, and March of the Machines release day to y'all, and let's play some Etali Day for you all. Good to see ya, Dude Boomerang Guy, Elf, Cubone, Cat Attack Zach. How is everyone? It's a hair down day. Set release, hair down. I mean, Saffron Golden. What can you do? It's a set release day. What's up, Mike Arnold? How are you? Good to see you. The hair doesn't come down very often, but every once in a while. Hey, what's up, Doug? Good to see ya. How is everyone today? Today, we're going to have some fun. We're playing New Standard, and we still have a ton of stuff to... hey, thank you for all the hair compliments. I don't know. It might go up partway through the stream. We'll see. One of the main reasons that I put it up is it actually, like, annoys me to have it falling in my face, so we'll see. We'll see how long I actually stick it out, but... hey, what's up, Raging Goblin? How are you? Good to see you. So anyway, what are we doing today? We're playing New Standard. We are starting with, and I can't believe I'm asking this question, but we're starting with Etali. I almost think Etali is better than Atraxa. It might actually really be better than Atraxa, which kind of, oh, that's a good idea. Hey, look at that. Are you a stylist? That's good advice. Hey, it's out of the face. There we go. We're doing good. I almost think Etali might actually straight up be better than Atraxa in Standard, which is crazy to say, but it might be true. Danny Floss, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you. Have an interview sometime tomorrow, another one shortly thereafter. Fingers crossed. I'm rooting for you, Magikarp. Something's gonna turn up. It will. You've been like trying and doing everything you possibly can, so it's only a matter of time. Something's gonna turn up. I got the faith. What's up with the hair? Set release day. No time to put it up. Anyway, everyone, reminders. Replay YouTube. That's where you find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. Tons of stuff going up on there. March of the Machine stuff going up. We've already played some blue-white battle tokens. We might play that deck again in best of 3 because that deck's really sweet, and I want to see how it does in best of 3. We played some Urabras burn, but then deleted Urabras because it wasn't actually good, but the burn deck was pretty good. So those are up against the odds. New Standard coming up tomorrow. So all that stuff is on the way. Otherwise, our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some March of the Machines cards, you can get them from our sponsor Card Kingdom over at cardkingdom.com/mtg. Oh my god, it's Urabras. Our nemesis Urabras that always eats a removal spell and never flips. But you can get an Urabras, or maybe an Invasion Euphraxia, pretty good one, or a Furnace Host Charger, whatever that is, and much more at cardkingdom.com/mtg goldfish. Otherwise, merch page, token t-shirts, playmats, giveaways, support the stream, and the channel and the site. Donations always appreciated, never required. $2 or more get your message read on stream. So what are we doing today? We're playing some New Standard, and we are starting with a deck that I've only gotten to play a couple games with so far because the set just went live like an hour ago. Hey, what's up, Guardians of Honor? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big super cheer for you. So this deck I'm really excited about. So this is 5-color Battle Etali Reanimator. So what is the idea of this deck? Well, our main plan is to cheat in Etali or in Atraxa into play. Atraxa, draws a bunch of cards. Etali, I honestly think might be as good or even better than Atraxa. It is at least situationally better than Atraxa. When it comes into play, we get to play a free spell off of both of our decks, our opponent's deck and our deck. Our deck has some big bombs in it, reanimation spells, Atraxas, so we have some big hits. Our opponent could have some big hits as well. So that's the goal. So how do we get these cards on the battlefield? Well, one way is we discard them to like Fable the Meter Breaker, Invasion of Urgamon, Blood Tithe Harvester token, and then reanimate them with Breach the Multiverse or with Invasion of Tolvoda. However, the sneaky way that we actually get them into play is Invasion of Amonket, which I think is actually like kind of a sleeper battle in this set. So Invasion of Amonket, ETBs, everyone mills 3, we draw, our opponent discards, but then its backside, which takes 4 defense counters to get to, is a clone essentially that clones any creature in a graveyard. So this is kind of another reanimation spell. In our dream world, we're like Invasion of Urgamoning, discarding the Etali or Atraxa on turn 2, turn 3 Invasion of Amonket, turn 4 Nahiri's Warcrafting, hit the invasion, flip it, get an Etali, get an Atraxa, and that's basically the plan. The other thing that I can do is we can just ramp into like our big stuff with big scores. So we have a lot of treasure production between Invasion of Urgamon, Fable the Mirror Breaker, and Big Score, so it's not impossible we just hardcast stuff. So that's what we're starting with. We are Dave Grohl playing. It is a little Dave Grohl-y, isn't it? Everyone thinks I'm into metal when they see, whenever I put my hair down, everyone's like, oh, do you like metal? No, not really, not especially. Had to refresh the stream, didn't show you went live. I've been hearing other people also saying that there's an issue with Twitch notifications not going out to people, which is annoying. The hair's back. The hair's back for a moment. The hair isn't back. No, the hair's everywhere today. Nickel and Dime, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. How long have you been growing the locks and the beard? It's been a while. Ooh, can we? Yeah, we can keep this, right? We can keep this. 2 Invasion of Zama. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. We'll get there. Sikurudo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. So how was Command Fest? To those of you who have been at Command Fest this weekend, how were they? We really need a land here. Yeah, the weather's kind of. Can we cast this? No. All right. Well, Blood Tithe Harvester it is. Yeah, getting mana screwed not ideal with this deck. Genuinely fun. It seemed like everyone was having a good time. It really did. Just from what I saw on like social media or talking to people who went to them, oh my god, where are our lands? Well, we will discard in Etali. Can we draw a land, please, Magic? What a rough start for this this match. Okay, we hit a land. TO3, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Get in, hit ya. Battle number 1, Invasion of Urgamon. Opponent. Oh, opponent's ramping. Okay, opponent's ramping. Went to DreamHack San Diego. Top 8 at A. What did you play at San Diego, Avian? All right, opponent doing a little rampage. We will discard a. Oh, this is actually tough. What do we discard? What do we discard? Maybe an Invasion of Amonket since we have 2. I kind of want to keep 1 Italian hand for casting purposes. Yeah, we'll discard 1 Invasion of Amonket. That's fine. Get a treasure, draw a land. Okay, we're in business. We are in business. Twitch is starting to annoy me. I missed the pre-release stream, almost missed this one. I know. I've actually had other people telling me the same thing. I'm a little scared at what our opponent's ramping into. Opponent has a lot of mana. I mean, we do get an Etali this turn, which is sweet. And our opponent could have some big hits. Like, if they're ramping this much. Well, all right, here we go. So, play the land. Invasion of Tolvoda. Yes, we would like to reanimate a non-battle permanent, like perhaps an Etali. Spin it to win it. Okay, so Nahiri's Warcrafting flips. Which one? So this is what? 3/4 trample, ETBs, discard, search your library for land or battle. That's pretty good. Or we get Super Bitter Blossom. What did they sell the Ragavad for? I didn't actually hear that. I actually don't know which one is better here, honestly. 10K? I will say the conspiracy theories about... All right, we'll flip that one. The conspiracy theories about the Ragavan are so silly, I think. I think they're pretty silly. Yeah, sure. Well, we'll keep those. So draw a card. Flip a battle. Get a Bitter Blossom. A better Bitter Blossom. A bigger, better Bitter Blossom. Attack the invasion. Yargle 93 would, that, I don't even want to know what that would be worth. Oh, there's like a big conspiracy theory about Star City Games opening the opening the 1 of 500 Ragavan, like, there was a lot of people that seriously believe there like something sketchy going on, like Wizard somehow set it up that they would get the 1 of 500 or like something. I think what people fail to realize is vendors like Star City Games just open a ridiculous amount of boxes. Like, that's kind of their business, is to just open box after box after box after box. So if you open a lot of boxes, the odds of hitting the good cards go up quite a bit. We have a new donation from Lucid, $5 donation. Thank you so much, Lucid. Hey Seth, here's an EDH deck I'm bringing to my LGS tomorrow. Would love to hear your thoughts. Oh no, is this the one that's gonna make you lose all your friends, Lucid? Is this the Armageddon deck we were talking about the other stream? Is it happening? Is it actually happening? How about an Invasion Amonket? How do we feel about that, Opponerino? I mean, we're getting close to just casting Etali's. Well, all right, opponent. Mill, discard. They could have Farewell in their deck. Farewell is obnoxious. Opponent discards a Laydown Arms. Well, okay. How about a Invasion of Urgamon? Opponent, Leyline Binding. Gonna get our Better Bitter Blossom, which is no longer better since it is exiled. We will discard an Etali and pass the turn. Ooh, okay, so opponent, they're doing spicy things. Invasion of Alara spins into a Wandering Emperor, draws a Laydown Arms. I mean, there's also bad news for our opponent, which is Etalis are coming, and they don't stop coming. If they have a counter, I'm gonna cry, but Etali you. Look at the haymakers. This is real Timmy standard. Come on, Etali, be good. We spoke up for you. Ooh, oh my God, Invasion of Tolvoda and a Shigeki. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's good enough. We'll take the Shigeeks. Invasion of Tolvoda. Here it comes. Oh no. Okay, opponent playing counters. All right. Not quite as sweet as it could have been. There was gonna be another Etali, but. All right, opponent who won't let us do our cool things. Shame on you for your negates. How dare you stop us from casting a ton of spells for free? Opponent, what are you doing with your Wandering Emperor? It would be nice if we could flip another battle. If we can ever flip Amonket, things are really sweet. Well, we will go to combat. Attack Invasion of Amonket. I assume our opponent's going to be doing some chumping, because if we actually get this, they're in very sad shape. Opponent. Double blocks. Okay. Yeah, so it goes to 1. Well, Invasion of Urgamon. Blightsteel win is actually a pretty realistic possibility. Yeah, that is a thing we do with. Oh my God, that's a breach of the multiverse. Okay. We'll wait on that. We'll just play the land. Pass the turn. Opponent to Bunker. It is fully out now. We are fully out. Opponent land. Laid out. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Wow, they're 5-color. I have never seen a 5-color deck lay down arms for 7 before. Magical Whale. I wish we could fling this Etali, honestly, but we can't at the moment. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop, Jeffrey. Thank you. Yeah, it might have been better just to attack with the Shigeki, honestly. Do we even big score? Probably not. We could big score, discard the breach. Maybe we do. All right, let's just wait. We draw land. We play Atraxa. Does not get negated. Oh, opponent. Okay, joint expiration. Desperate. Two to the bottom about it. This is just full on five color Etali battle reanimator with also Atraxa, because Atraxa is also, it's not Etali, but it's good. It is decent. Well, we get an Atraxa, we get a Warcrafting, we get an Underground River, we get a big score, and I guess more Atraxas, and we'll play the tap land, and we'll pass the turn. This deck's so sweet. The battles are really good. They're really good. Ranger Bed, how are you? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Have you seen the list? So part of the power of this deck is once we get in Heroes Warcrafting, we can flip any of our battles whenever we want to, which is kind of ridiculous. Have you seen the Boros Prowess list with Monastery Mentor, Monastery Spellspear, and Kenra Spellspear? I saw some people playing things like that during early access day. So I've seen some versions of it. I don't know if there's like a actual like tier version going around or whatever. Opponent discards a Shigeki. Opponent's going off with those laydown arms. That is for sure. Opponent goes attacking. We will block. Well, opponent getting back to negate is actually pretty obnoxious here. I guess that means we just have to cast Atraxa since it doesn't get negated. I guess we'll settle for the casting of Atraxa. Whoa, opponent, disdainful stroke. Oh, opponent. This isn't going to work for you, though, buddy. Nahiri's Warcrafting, our super secret tech. That's only got one counter. Okay, so this is probably better, right? To kill this and then attack it. So we kill this. Kill this. Decline. Shigeki going on the offense, gonna flip Amonket. Yeah. Get that last counter out of there. And I think we should copy an Etali maybe. Let's copy Etali. Spin it to win it. Invasion Amonket. Yeah. You discard. We draw. Set up for next turn. Oh, the unbelievable value train. This deck, I think this battle deck might actually be good. Like, Etali's so cool. Because we already played a land, so we would just be exiling a card for no reason. With Nahiri's Warcrafting, you have to play it this turn. It's not until your next turn, so we just would have lost one of those cards permanently. All right, opponent finds an Atraxa. Sure. The battle is on. The battle continues. They still have negate in hand, which is obnoxious, but opponent plays a land. Opponent passes. Well, we will big score away a land. Do we go for the Throat the Atraxa? Probably. All right, go for the... Oh, they have the Turtle Lock, though. Go for the Throat the Atraxa. Aramie! Yeah, our opponent might be going even bigger than us here. Aramie and the Tony back! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you. Thank ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Opponent. Maybe do we need to play Graveyard Hate? I don't know if we can. Did you? Oh my goodness, we didn't talk about this. I mentioned it on Twitter. Did you all see the Yu-Gi-Oh thing? Did you see this story was so incredibly... Oh, I might not... Okay, avert your eyes, chat. Desktop. Actually, I don't think it's too bad. Oh, this is, for me, S-tier desktop cleanliness. It does not get much cleaner than this. Was it Pokemon? Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, if it's not Magic, it's all the same to me. No offense to anyone who plays those games, but that's actually kind of true. About it. Untaps. Actually, I don't know if we win this. S-tier cleanliness, I say. Opponent going to make some beasts. Certainly. What a wild game. Opponent going to crew their Bank Buster. Opponent goes to combat. Opponent attacks a battle. Well, we will... How do we beat the Turtle Lock, though? Can we even beat the Turtle Lock? Block, block. Kill the Bank Buster. Okay, so this is the story. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't actually tell the story. Okay, so wait, it was Pokemon, not Yu-Gi-Oh. What was the name of the set? What was the name of the set so I can tell the story correctly? Invasion of Urgamon. How do we get through these counters? Well, I guess we Atraxa. Okay, we will pay. I don't know if I've ever paid for 2 Make Disappears before. Pay and pay. Oh, come on now. Oh. Well, I guess if you gotta lose, losing to Turtle Lock's the way to do it. Okay, so there was this Pokemon set like a year ago. And I hadn't heard any of this. So there's a set called Fusion Strike. Opponent going to bounce Shigeki. Yeah, I don't know if we can come back from our opponent just having 40 counter spells in hand. Apparently that's going to be enough. Opponent. Oh, and they get to flip a battle? Yeah, I think we're done, right? Like, because they just counter anything we do. That's brutal. So there's a set called Fusion Strike. It released like a year ago or something. And so what happened was there was a guy at the printing factory that was printing this set. They went, yeah, all right, good enough. Good enough, every counter player. There was a guy at the printing factory who, as they were printing the cards, went through and pulled out all the valuable cards. Like, it would be the equivalent of someone at the Magic printing factory going, oh, we don't have any graveyard hate, do we? That's super awkward. An opponent has literally infinite counters. Our deck did what we wanted it to. Our opponent just had so many counters in their deck, a ridiculous number of counters. It would be the equivalent of, like, at the Magic Factory, someone going through and taking out all the Ragavans, essentially. They were like $80 or $100 cards, apparently. Went through and pulled out all of them. So someone just straight up stole the money from the company. Well, not exactly. It gets even crazier than that. So there's this dude at the printing factory. He pulls out all the Ragavans, or the equivalent of that, and all the, like, Elish Norns, just, like, all the good cards. And he had, like, stacks of them. Just, like, stacks and stacks. And then after doing that, he decided he was going to sell them. So he just went to one store and just brought in, like, stacks and stacks of, like, thousands of copies of the most chased cards of this set and tried to sell it to the store. and the store ended up reporting him. Yeah, it's like the most harebrained idea I've ever heard. Yeah, like, why would you even think that would work? I mean, it's the wrong thing to do regardless. Like, it was just stealing the cards. Yeah, it was like, it would have, I bet if the guy had taken and, like, sold them over the course of 10 years, a little at a time, like on eBay or something, it might have actually gotten away with it. Like, that might actually be possible. And now all the people that bought the packs are mad because the funny part is all the players were like, wait, like, something's weird with this set. Why aren't I getting any of the good cards? And it turns out they weren't getting any of the good cards because all the good cards were pulled out. So apparently they actually shipped the set in the packs without all the Ragavans, essentially, because this guy had stolen them, the guy at the printers. Oh, it makes you wonder, like, stuff like that's going to be an issue with, like, the One Ring, right? Like, I wonder, is there a way that Wizards can give people more faith in their product? Like, I think there's an actual bit of a concern. Like, how do players? Wow, this hand is so expensive. How do players have faith that the one of one ring is going to do what it's supposed to do and, like, make it into the market? There's got to be a better way of doing it, right? Than just, like, putting it in the packs and YOLOing it. Oh god, we could use some manas, Magic the Gathering manas. Well, we will pass. This is the most expensive hand I've ever seen. Pound it. Draw with that Bank Buster. Boom. All right, we will big score. Discard one of our Atroxitrons. All right, more tallies. This hand. But I think there is some actual concerns about that. Oh, we want to do cool things, but our opponent's just going to counter it because they're like that. I think one of the worst things about Standard is... Hey, what's up, Noski? How are things on the other side of the globe? I feel like every Standard deck has to start with 4 Bank Busters and 4 Fable of the Mirror Breakers, and I dislike that. I dislike that that's how Standard works. Well, play the land, pass the turn. About it. Regular Bank Buster. Draws a card. Wizards just hires a good security guard to watch people who will put the cards in the packs. The guards will notice if a worker is trying to steal their high-value cards. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably maybe the best option. But even then, like, I was thinking, we were talking about this a little bit on the podcast, like, what if, remember the SCG thing with people freaking out about them getting the Ragavan? Which, again, I think is silly. I think they got the Ragavan because they opened way more packs than everyone else. But could you imagine, like, what happens if Star City Games opens the One Ring? Like, aren't people going to freak about that? If they're freaking about them opening a Ragavan, they're definitely going to freak about them getting the One Ring. And you know who has the best odds of opening the One Ring? Probably Star City Games, because they open the most packs out of anyone, or like whatever. Like, name a big vendor like that. Or what if? Could you imagine a WotC person opening it? That's what I want to see. My dream, and there's no way this is actually going to happen. But here's my dream. You know how Gavin does his like little pack opening shorts on his YouTube channel? Before the set releases, he does like, hey, let's open a collector booster, and you can see what the cards look like. I want to fire up YouTube one day, and I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to see the Gavin video, and he like opens a Lord of the Rings booster pack, and there's the one ring. That would be like Wizard's worst nightmare. Like, what do you even do? What do you even do about that? But that, like, there would be so many conspiracy theories. Everyone would be so riled up and angry. All right, I guess we discard some of these huge things and draw many lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, play a land. Play a tally. The amount of counters in our opponent's deck is making me sad. Speaking of super special cardboard, I have a friend living in VA, met the champ who won the very fancy Pondered Eternal Weekend. Ooh, I wonder what those are worth. I honestly don't know what the value of those is. Well, this is, boy, this matchup makes me want to puke about it. See, you gotta play Bankbuster. That is the sad state of Standard. Invasion of Alara. Alright. Opponent counters. Yeah, I don't think we can counter on the other one, because you know that the opponent has another counter spell, because they play all of them. Alright, opponent, Invasion of Alara. Double Wandering Emperor. So we get to play an Atraxa, but I don't think we win because we play an Atraxa. Oh, we hit even more lands. We flip the Saga. Because our opponent just gets to flip this Invasion of Alara here, which is pretty bad. Disdainful doesn't even matter anymore. Big score, Bank Buster. So Chad, I have a question for you. What do you think about the amount of time between set release? How do you like our new set release schedule? This is something I've been thinking about recently. Like, it just struck me today, because it's set release for March of the Machines. It just struck me today that, really? Okay. Well, apparently our opponent can't deal with the Atraxa. It just struck me today that what's today? Today is set release day for March of the Machines. It's April 18th. I don't know, can I need to pull up a calendar here. It's April 18th. It's set release day for March of the Machines. We don't actually get another set in this standard. This is the last set before rotation. Last set before rotation. So we are here, and we got our last standard set. I know there is Aftermath, which I don't know how we think about that. It's like 50 cards. It is something that will be standard legal. That's coming out like May 12th or something. So that's like, we're going to be starting spoiler season. It's got to be in like a week or something. So that's coming out May 12th. But then we have all of May, all of June, all of July, all of August, some of September. Like, that's like almost 5 months between this set release and rotation. It's such a weird schedule we have now, where it's like, so we have like set in September, set in October and November. So we have like 2 sets within 3 months of each other. Then we have like set in January or February, and then set in March or April. So in like 7 months, we get all 4 standard sets, and then we have like 4 or 5 months with nothing. I'm curious, like, what do you think Wizards thinking is? Like, Wizards obviously, wait, there's no March of the Machines Alchemy? Is that confirmed? Is that actually confirmed? Wait, there's no March of the Machines Alchemy. Is this a real thing? Is this a real true thing? No March of the Machines Alchemy? No. No, I gotta look this up now. Is this actually, I don't know if you're trolling me. Did we win? Did we win? Is the battle actually won? Was that in the release notes? I didn't read the release notes. I mean, that's so okay. I don't know how much that means, I guess. I think I am happy about that, because I think alchemy is a waste of time. So I am, on a personal level, I am happy about that. Although I will say, like, aren't they releasing the whole Lord of the Rings set into alchemy? So I wonder, oh no. The missing of lands, not great. Not great. Opponent. They are doing the opposite of missing lands. They are ramping into additional lands, and they have Farewell in their deck that they can get back with Shigeki. Life is sad. Not a good time to miss the lands. Oh, it's being replaced with Aftermath. Okay, oh, this is, yeah, opponent is pretty far ahead at this point as we continue to miss our land drops. So they're replacing it with oh, so it doesn't actually, oh god. So it doesn't actually mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Well, we'll take a herd migration. Opponent can get it back anyway. Discarding Etali, desperately looking for a Magic the Gathering land card. All right, we hit a swamp. This is so slow, though. Hit you down to 17. The Shigeki is going to be a problem. Joint exploration for our opponent. Hey, thank you. Got the hair down today. Oh no. All the manas. All the manas. Alright, well, opponent has 5 times as much mana as us. We miss another land drop. Alright, Invasion of Amonket. You better show us a land, Invasion of Amonket. Please, please, please. Invasion of Amonket. Wait, did we just mill 3 lands? Yup, we did. That's not good. Well, we drew land number 4. Okay. Well, this is not pretty, but we are fighting. Well, Invasion of Amonket. Opponent. Gonna use their Leyline Binding. It looks like we're running our opponent out of cards, but really we aren't, because the Shigeki's a draw, what, the 4 best cards from your graveyard at this point? So the Shigeki just straight up wrecks us. Well, okay, Invasion of Urgamod. Samston! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will discard a Etali, I guess. Make a treasure. Hit a tap land. Go to combat. Attack the Invasion. Blood Tithe Harvester. Another tap land. Pass the turn. 1, 2, 3. They get to get back 4 cards. Like, that's... I don't know if we can beat 4 cards, especially with one of them being Invasion of Amonket. So it's going to be Invasion of Amonket, Herd Migration, Herd Migration. Yeah, we just can't beat the Shigeki. Yes, this is like our Turtle Lock deck, essentially. I mean, it's a March of the Machines edition, but Colossal Sky Turtle Shigeki can definitely grind. Aggro was a bit of an issue, but if you get time to set up, like Shigeki plus Sky Turtle beats any late game in the format. I just got the Mom Essentials on Moto. Actually, some rares in it. Don't think I've seen rares in the Essentials before. I didn't know they did rares in the Essentials. The more of a commander question. Opponent. Herd Migration. I mean, we still can't really do anything, right? Because our opponent just always has a counter up. The opponent plays a land, leaves up their counter, passes the turn. Yeah. All right. Sure. Game 2. Wait, so what was the commander question? If I stole a battle with the new Kaya. Wait, what is new Kaya? I'm confused. Is there a Kaya that can steal battles? What Kaya can steal battles? Oh, the big one, the exile stuff? I don't think that can hit battles, can it? Isn't it enchantments and creatures? Exile target creature or enchantment. If it wasn't an aura, get a token copy of it. Yeah, so I don't think that works with Kaya. Although... Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Lucid. I forgot all about your deck. Let's take a look at this, Lucid. My apologies. I'm Netherland Destruction. This is, oh my god, you even got counterbalance in there. You said this is the first time you're playing at at this LGS, right? All right. I mean, okay, so there's only one. I mean, technically, I think in Commander you're allowed to play 0 Armageddon effects, but you're not overloaded on Armageddon effects, so that's good news. Blinking Avalanche Riders or something, maybe people will be kind of accepting of that. At least you're working for it a little bit rather than just blowing up the lands. Honestly, that it doesn't look as, I mean, like I said, someone's gonna complain if you boom bust the table and blow up all the lands, like guarantee it. But that doesn't look as miserable as I was imagining. I was imagining it being much more miserable than that. So I think you might be good, Lucid. I think you might be good. Just don't draw the boom bust and you'll be fine. Yeah, battles aren't enchantments. Although they... Oh my god. We have lost our ability to hit our land drops. That is been our problem here about it. Blood Tithe Harvester. Please, Magic Gods, let us play Magic. All right, it's a tap land, but it is technically a land past the turn. We're doing it the slow way. About it. Blood Tithe Harvester. Now, unfortunately, I think we have to kill the Harvester. Find a land. Play a land. Now, Heroes Warcrafting is a really good card. Yeah, I didn't choose it. It's made mostly the cards from my cube, so there's a card tutoring theme, hence Acidic Slime Avalanche Rider stuff. Yeah, that looks, I mean, like I said, the land destruction thing, that's going to make some people angry, but I think, in general, I think it's not too brutal. About it. Get in with the Razorlash Transmogrant. Passes. Oh my god, we missed our land drop. Oh, Fable the Mirror Breaker. Make disappear. All right, final bar. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. About it. Goes for the throw on our token and gets in with Transmogrant. This Transmogrant's killing us, isn't it? Kinda killing us. Big score. Well, we're going to discard 2 Etalis. We can't even kill the Transmogrant because we have... Well, I mean, here we go. Invasion of Tolvoda. Do you have Make Disappear? Okay, Desperation Cycle. Oh my goodness. Oh. Why, Magic Gods? Why? Opponent gets and hits us. Well, okay. Flip the Saga. Let's try this again. Invasion of Tolvoda. Okay, opponent gets back their Blood Tithe Harvester. Well, we will take an Etali. Spin it to win it. Something big, something big. Opponent has a go for the throat. Well, we still get 2 free cards. Oh, is that a... Oh, that is a Breach the Multiverse. Yes, we will cast that. We will not negate our own Breach the Multiverse. Mill. What do we got over here, opponent? A Shieldred? We'll take a Shieldred. And then... You know what? Let's just keep the Etali fun going. Etali, number 2 this turn. Spin it to win it. Spin it to win it. Fable the Mirror Breaker. And Etali. Okay, sure. Yeah, I guess we'll play another Etali. Spin it to win it. Spin it to win it. Wow, a lot of counters in our opponent's deck, that's for sure. Well, Invasion of Amonket, and that was a decent turn. That was not bad. Not a bad Magic the Gathering turn. Only three Etalis. Only 3 Etalis this turn. Is it just better than... Is it just... An opponent scoops it up. Isn't it better than Atraxa in that scenario? Like, wasn't it just better to do that than to have an Atraxa? I feel like Etali might be better than Atraxa. What do you think of Tomer's performance on Prof Show? Oh, I saw that he was on it, but I haven't actually watched it. How was it? So many counters. So many counters. Did Tomer win? Or do we have to fire him again? That's in the Goldfish contract. If you ever guest on a Commander show, you better win or else. Yeah, Props gameplay series is definitely really good. Favorite Pauper deck? Ooh, I haven't played Pauper in a minute. So my favorite current deck, that's a good question. I don't even know. The Gates deck is intriguing. I've played some Panza decks that I've really enjoyed. So maybe a Panza deck. A long time ago, and it's so much, I'm looking at the Pauper metagame page now. A long time ago when I played Pauper, I was a very dirty blue-black control player, but this was in the good old days. This was before. You're going to have Tolarian Terrors and Gurmag Anglers. This is when the win con was capsize all of your opponent's permanents, gain control of the game, and then get enough mana that you can capsize like multiple things each turn, and eventually you bounce all of your opponent's lands, and then they give up. So that's the part I liked about it. I like the I like the land destruction aspect. That's what made it fun. This deck's hard to sideboard with. Because there's so many. There's so many combo pieces. Maybe we go 3 Etalis. There's so many combo pieces we need. Oh, Evankar's Justice, yes. So many sound effects from Tomer. So much Canadian. Were they talking about like hockey? What a Canadians? Is hockey any good? One thing I've realized about Magic players, and I've never understood this, but Magic players, more so than the rest of the world, they really love hockey. There's a big hockey contingent, and they really love wrestling, like WWF fake wrestling. I didn't realize it. But boy, there's a big following for both of those things in the Magic community. Ooh, siphoning insight, eh? Yeah, basketball playoffs just started too. They kind of run along wrestling. They kind of run alongside each other, right? Is it WWE now? I don't even know. I used to think like, okay, so WWF like, or WWE, whatever it is, I don't even know anymore. Like I used to be like why would anyone like this? Because it's obviously like from this perspective of someone who likes sports, wrestling is just so fake. So I would think, why would anyone like this? But eventually I realized it's just like redneck anime, yeah, or like, I don't know, like kind of like soap operas for like super masculine types who like people smashing each other, I guess. Like it's more like that, right? Than an actual sport. I guess that must be the appeal of it, is it's just like the drama, the theater, the soap opera aspect. Are you gonna play with Sword of Once in Future in New Chandra? So I have a New Chandra deck, so I'm sure we'll play New Chandra at some point in the not super distant future. Sword of Once in Future, I have not. Redneck soap opera is a good way to put it. I actually like that. There was a kid growing up. There was this kid that lived down the street. He was younger than me. It was like the age of one of my little brothers, but he lived down the street, and he loved wrestling. He'd always have a rock shirt. He would just like walk around. There's something, the redneck thing definitely rings true with wrestling, but he would always have like a rock shirt, and he also had a pig lung, which I didn't even know was possible, but apparently he had some health issue, and they gave him a pig lung, and medically, I didn't know that was a thing that could actually happen, but oh, Etali's trending. Etali is deserving of the trending. It's deserving of trending. There was also a guy that would just walk around. Oh man, it's so redneck. Would just walk around with like a wrestling championship belt. He'd just like walk around town, have it slung over his shoulder, like I look like a wrestling. No, oh my god. No, I'm not a wrestling fan. It's too fake for me. I don't know. If I want some drama, you watch, I don't know, a reality show of some kind, I guess. Are there good reality shows? Are any of them good? Movies are fake. Do you like movies? Yeah, but you know movies are fake. Like I think it's not that it's fake. It's that people get mad when you point out that it's fake. Like the people like treat it as real. I think that's the part that makes it different. Game of Thrones. No, that one's real. I saw that dragon the other day, actually. It flew by. Can confirm. All based on the truth. Nobody treats wrestling as real, maybe in the 80s. Oh, well then we're all good. Do I watch many movies? No, fake. Actually, no, I watch more TV shows than movies. I don't watch that many movies. Are there any current movies that are worth watching? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, mana up. Let's just pass. Next turn I think is the big turn, the big one. I've been playing Metalweight Devotion to Emrakul and Explore and decided to make it in paper for Pioneer. Any changes I should make with the new set being out? Ooh. Off the top of my head, no. Although, like, the white battle might be worth sideboard consideration. Like, it adds mana symbols. The pseudo Thoughtseizes is fine. So I guess double check the battles. Those I think would be the most interesting cards in a Devotion deck. Okay, give me an iconic movie and I will tell if you've watched it. The answer, actually, that's probably a silly game because the answer is going to be no. It would probably be easier for me to just name off movies that I have seen, the very short list. I mean, I've seen. It's not that I've never seen movies, but oh, see, I have a thing about like good movies. So like old like classic movies. I have tried at one point. Okay, so I talk about not liking movies. At one point, I had a thing where there's this list of like watching a list of the 100 greatest movies of all time, and I want to see if I could like watch all of them. So if it's actually like a classic like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly or something like that, or The Shining, there's actually a chance that I've seen it. Like that would be the best bet. Star Wars I have seen. The old ones, the originals. I saw 1 or 2 of the new ones, and they're not nearly as good. We're playing 5-color battle reanimator in standard. Let's see if we can make this work. So if we crew, this can hit our opponent's graveyard, right? Copy of a creature in a graveyard. So go to combat. Oh, this is going to be good. It is Invasion of Amonket time. Amonket. Oh boy. So I guess questioning classic trilogies is part of my thing now. Is Star Wars overrated? Like, because Star Wars is like considered to be one of the, like, at least in nerd culture, it is like one of the biggest, most well-known series, right? Does it deserve to live up? Like, does it live up to the hype of being like one of the greatest things of all time? Not to say it's bad. Like, I'm not saying it's bad or whatever, but I don't know. I think for me, I would consider it slightly overrated. How are the more recent ones? Are the more recent ones good at all? Like, I watched the originals, the classic ones, and they're like, I don't know if I'd watch them again today, but they're like classics in its own way. The Jar Jar Binks one, my God, that's when it started going downhill. Has it recovered? Has it recovered from Jar Jar Binks mode? That's where I checked out, was when Jar Jar Binks came around. Well, okay. Let's just keep casting invasions. Invasion of it got worse? Really? No, it's not. Is it possible to be worse than Jar Jar Binks? Actually, maybe I'm looking at this all wrong. Maybe it's Jar Jar that's underrated, actually. Maybe everyone's missing the boat, and Jar Jar is actually the reason to watch the new Star Wars movies. I've heard good things about The Mandalorian. I haven't actually. Wow, that was a easy mode, I guess. I've heard good things about Mandalorian. I haven't watched it though, but I have heard good things about it. All right, here's going up. Opponent got tired of waiting. They should have joined the Star Wars conversation. We're having a very important conversation about Jar Jar Binks. Some things are worth waiting for. Some things are worth waiting for. Wait. Okay, are all trilogies overrated? Now I'm starting to think that, because you know what? If you want a hot take, The Godfather. I told you I tried to watch like classic movies that people thought were really good. There was like an hour of them walking around a wedding. An hour of who has time for that? What's a good trilogy? Lord of the Rings, not a fan. Star Wars, it's fine, but I would say overrated. Godfather, do something. I've never actually watched Back to the Future. Maybe I should. We'll play first. Maybe I have to watch Back to the Future. John Wick. See, I haven't watched John Wick. That's one that the rest of the Goldfish crew is always telling me that I actually need to watch John Wick, and maybe they're correct. Oh no, is this mono blue counter everything? Yup. Oh dear. Opponent. Cap a one-lander on the strength of Spell Pierce. Fading Hope, desperately digging to find a land. Oh boy, I hope our opponent never draws land number 2. No sympathy. No sympathy for mono blue. Good game. Good game, opponent. I mean, they're going to try to counter literally all of our spells, so... we don't have the mana for that. Okay, Rockfall Vale. Big score. Discard the land. Draw some more lands. Pass the turn, opponent. Come on. No land number 2. Wait, what are the good trilogies? I got distracted. Hey, what's up, Affinity? How are you? Good to see you. John Wick is not like super amazing, so I don't have super high expectations. Quadrology? Is that an actual term for 4? You might actually be right. I mean, Toy Story, the first one's kind of a classic, right? Did you try brewing Jund Reanimator? I mean, we're kind of playing Jund Reanimator. We're reanimating, and we do have Jund cards. Amongst everything else. Opponent. Let's go. Invasion Amonket. Do some milling. You discard. We draw. Oh, okay. Play the land. Pass the turn. I mean, I guess we can take a Haughty. All right. Well, let's keep doing this. There's an Etali. Should we ever find a way to resolve things? Opponent. Fading Hope. To the bottom. Untaps. Our opponent's going to keep a one-lander and beat us, aren't they? Opponent passes. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Makes its return. Ooh, see, Naked Gun. Naked Gun's a good one. Naked Gun... Actually, I don't know if it'd be a good one. I saw it when I was a kid, and I remember thinking it was funny, but I haven't seen Naked Gun since then. What's your opinion about Infect on Arena? I'm kind of excited to try Skitherix in Historic. That's our one actual Infect card, right? I'm actually kind of excited to try it. All right, discard a Tally, discard a land. Oh, we're going to reanimate this so hard. Draw some cards. Go to combat. Attack invasion. Make a treasure. Unsure how we fight through the counters, but if we do, it's going to be sweet. Fable the Mirror Breaker number 2. I mean, I guess our goal is just to flip the invasion. Like, if we can flip the invasion, that gets us the Etali and does all the things that we want. Blood Tithe Harvest. Do you think Ragavan is too good in Historic? I mean, it's banned. It's banned in Historic. I think that was the correct call. Like, I was fine with them trying it. If they wanted to try it, but I wanted to promise that they would ban it. I think the one thing that I think would be unacceptable is making Ragavan legal and historic, realizing that it's too good, which pretty much everyone's saying is too good, and then take in, rebalance it and put everyone out their wild cards. That was the thing I wanted to avoid. Like, trying it and then banning it's fine. Not trying it, I'm also fine with that, because I don't see how it could possibly be too good. It is funny that they're so cautious with removal spells. Like, I think Lightning Bolt would be fine in Historic. Maybe that's not true because of the rebalanced Wizards deck, but discounting, like, rebalanced Wizards decks, I think it would actually be fine. 4 years, Northern Vanguard, thank you so much. Have you thought about revisiting the decks you build? For early access, the deck seems great, feels like a waste to play them only in such a particular meta. Yeah, I mean, I think some of them will definitely revisit, for sure. And some of them could show up on the YouTube for, like, Against the Odds or various series. So yes, I would say, oh, how do we fight through these counters? I would say there's a good chance we'll revisit some of them, and there's a bunch that we didn't even get to. I think the Battle Token deck is one that will definitely play it at some point in Best of 3, because I really want to see how that holds up in Best of 3 Magic. All right, let's make our deck a little cheaper. Make our deck a little cheaper. Bring in the Duresses, bring in the Negates. Big Score is risky against this deck. Yeah, I guess we just trim and trim and trim. What decks from early access would you really like to revisit? Are there any that are at the top of your list for potential revisitings? Bowerstein, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Thank ya. Thoughts on Urbrask for standard? Initial impression, Urbrask pretty overrated. The all battle deck. Oh wait, do we just have to duress now? And let's wait. We got so many tap lands. Xander's Lounge, go. Ragavan is coming to Arena, but it is not going to be legal anywhere. I guess, is it legal in Alchemy? Are those cards Alchemy legal? That would be absurd. Yeah, here's a list of decks that we had for early access day. So Battle Reanimator is what we're playing some version of now. We played Explosive Isugu. We played Yargle Flang. Didn't play any Phyrexian decks. We played a few battle decks. Yeah, tap land, go. Are they going to counter the... You know what? Let's dress them. If you counter it, you counter it. There's not much we can do about it. I think Ginny Fae, that's a deck I'd like to revisit, because I think that the Ginny Fae deck might actually be playable in Best of 3 Standard. I think there's a shot. Oh my goodness gracious. Haughty Jin. A million counters. Flow of Knowledge. Fading Hope. That's a handful of mono blue cards, that's for sure. I wonder if the battle's not flipping into lands is partly because you have to cast them. I guess we got the one, Invasion of Zendikar, like, sort of flips into a land, like they call it a land, but it's not really a land. So it might be a rules issue to actually make it work under the rules. Well, I guess we take Fading Hope. Your go, opponent. Don't draw land, please. Opponent passes. Well, we will play a land and get a Fable and Mirror Breaker countered. Opponent makes it disappear. Opponent passes. Well, we will play a land. And invasion of Amonket. Opponent. If they're not drawing lands, they're probably drawing counters, because what else is in their deck? Makes it disappear. Opponent untaps. Passes. Well, we will pass the turn. Impulse, opponent. Impulse. You know you want to go digging. You know you want to go digging. Opponent's going to pass. I don't even know if we can. I think we just wait. Zeotora's proving grounds. Pass the turn. Opponent. Going to be discarding a hand side. Aha! Big score. Okay. Discard a Troxa. Draw some cards. Okay. Oh, do we counter? No, no counter. No counter. We just pass the turn. Next turn. Next turn, a Troxa's coming. Next turn, a Troxa's coming, and our opponent's going to be sad. Opponent passes. Land. Invasion of Tolvoda. Counter backup. Yes, please. Yeah, we would like to reanimate a non-battle permanent. Opponent going to negate. Well, we are going to negate the negate. Do they have a Spell Pierce too? No, they do not. We will take a Troxa. Put it into play. How many do we get? A battle, a land, an instant, an enchantment. Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Refuel, pass the turn. Thank you, Mono Blue. I think our opponent might be in trouble now. I think they might be in trouble. Hotijin. We will go for the throat. Hotijin. I think Etali is actually even better than a Troxa, honestly, but yeah, Troxa is also a lot of value. Feigning, we did take one with a duress, but they have something. 3 things that we haven't seen yet. Opponent. What are you doing with the hot? Oh, they're going to fade out a Troxa. Interesting. All right. Well, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess we just take a better Bitter Blossom. Build a better Bitter Blossom. Build a better Bitter Blossom. With the help of our battle. A better Bitter Blossom. A better Bitter Blossom. Broke it. Pull a Etali from a Premier Draft. Ooh, sweet. Well, all right. Play the Blood Tithe Harvesta. I feel like this is probably unbeatable for Mono Blue. Like, how does Mono Blue beat a Bitter Blossom that makes lifelinkers? Like, doesn't this just straight up wreck our opponent's deck? We can just chump block every turn. Oh my god. Okay, there's the card draw. Opponent gonna draw 1,000,000 cards. So what are y'all building in Standard? Anyone have spicy lists? I'd like to play a game. Cast, marry, kill. Liliana, Nahiri, Kiora, choose wisely. Whew, boy. Okay. Liliana, Nahiri, Kiora. Oh, that's tough. So cast, marry, kill. Oh, those are tough. Those are tough ones. Yeah, we tried the Yargle Fling deck in early access day. It actually did pretty well. Go to combat attack. So I think I would cast. I mean, it's probably cast Kiora, so I can untap some lands and draw some cards. Cast Kiora, yeah, kill Nahiri, marry Liliana, I guess. I think that would be my choice. Wow, everyone's on the same plan. Nicholas Paparigo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. First time sub, big scoop every day. Thank you. Ooh, there's Cast Lily, marry Kiora, kill Nahiri. Yeah, we'll do some, I'm sure we'll play more Yargle flinging at some point. I don't know if he will today. Let's just... our opponent does still have counter mana up. Thanks to the haughty Jin. All right, let's just Fable. Fable first. Play the cheap stuff. I don't really want to run an Etali into a counter. So play the Fable. Invasion of Urgamon. I don't think they can beat the Better Bitter Blossom, though. Better Bitter Blossom for the win. Discard Atraxa. Draw Atraxa. All right, Battle of Urgamon. I've been wanting to build a deck around Knight of Eos. Discard Atraxa. Draw not Atraxa. Play the land. Pass the turn. Been wanting to build a deck around Knight of Eos, so I've made my first attempt. Any advice? Ooh, let me see, Mother Frogger. Opponent. Oh, this one's over. Impulsing. Knight of Eos, I think, is a pretty decent card. Tolarian Terror. How many you got? I mean, we have a dino that's even bigger than Tolarian Terror. I guess that's a serpent, technically. All right, untap. Well, we're going to decline. We're going to go to... we're keeping them all. We're going to go to combat. We're going to swing at you, and you, and you, and also you. Everything face. Everything face. Mega Treasure. Cocoa Buffs. That looks fun, Mother Frogger. Actually, hang on. I think we're about to close out this game, maybe. Maybe, perhaps. So if our opponent blocks, we can kill something with Blood Tithe Havista. Sure. Sure. That's fine. The Better Bitter Blossom's doing some work. I wish you could buy Panharmonicon. I'd love to see you play as a producer myself. I wish that I wish that was practical. I didn't realize how big a Panharmonicon was. I had that idea myself. Like, wow, that'd be sweet if I could actually get a Panharmonicon and play it. But apparently they're huge, like a room full of instrument. I'm looking for a good deck to farm the ladder for Historic or Explorer. Do you have a good pick? Opponent's going to phase some stuff out. Well, okay, we'll play an Etali. It resolves. What do we hit? What do we hit? A Bank Buster and a Spell Pierce. That is a sad Etali. Although, even a sad Etali can turn into a Blightsteel Colossus, and a Blightsteel Colossus is pretty good at winning games. About it, lad. So what would I play in Explorer Pioneer? I mean, if the goal is to rank up, I think in Explorer, Mono Green and Rakdos are both really good. Those are like the best cards in the format, or best decks in the format. So I would probably look there. Historic, a lot harder to tell in Historic. The Wizards deck, maybe, I think, won the last big tournament. Oh, see, we haven't played Drew and Hazaret yet, although it sounds pretty sweet. Maybe something more realistic like a tuba. Oh boy, VeggieTales. It's been a long time. Oh, VeggieTales. I had to listen to such horrible music growing up. Yeah, we're playing some good, clean, fair Magic. A quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/MTG I mean, I think this deck might just be decent. We've lost once so far. And we're playing at a pretty high rank, so the deck is actually holding up. Do you want to see... Ooh. Yeah, I know Croaky's been talking about some, like, Mardu Legends deck. Oh, what was the VeggieTales? Cheeseburger? Something about a cheeseburger. That's the one that I remember. No, the hairbrush one, I guess I can remember that too. I had the revelation the other day. I was driving and a Blink-182 song came on the radio. It was like, oh, what's my name again? And I swear I still know every word. I haven't listened to Blink-182 in I don't even know, like, so long. And I swear I'm gonna be 80 and I'm still gonna know every word to random Blink-182 song for literally no reason. Oh god. Well, we're not very good at drawing our second land sometimes. This is frightening. Frightening opponent. Oh, where is my airbrush? Oh, all right. Well, the great thing about Magic is sometimes you play it and sometimes you don't. Pet. Speaking of pets, I haven't mentioned this. I need your advice. I might need a pet psychologist. Is that a thing? Are there such things? So here's my pet scenario, chat. I need your help with this. So, well, Invasion of Fiora in. Actually, let's sideboard, and then I'll give you my pet problem. It seems like if we hit lands, like what's mono green going to do about us just playing huge things? It seems like not much. So I feel like this should be okay. Like as long as we just hit our lands, we should be fine. Okay, so here's my pet problem. So get more cats. No, that's not on a list. One is more than enough. Okay, so the cat. Bear usually sleeps like on the bottom of the bed. He'll sleep on the bottom of the bed. But lately, the cat has been coming into the bed, and I was trying to figure it out. Like Bear had been sleeping on the floor and not in his normal spot on the bottom of the bed. So I was trying to figure it out if the pet was the issue, and then like 2 nights ago, the cat came in, got up in the bed, and Bear just like sat on the floor next to his spot and whined and like wouldn't even look back at me or where the cat was. So eventually I put the cat out of the room, and he immediately jumped up in his spot on the bed. So like if the cat's there, he gets all mopey and has like puppy depression and like won't get on his spot. So yeah, the cat is the master now. So I don't know the best way to handle that. Like what do I do? Like I want the cat to be happy, but I also want Bear to be happy. Oh yeah, he is afraid of the cat. He's like 160 pounds and she's like 20, and he is so teach Bear to. Bear could eat the cat if he wanted to. Like he could accidentally just roll over on the cat. He might be jealous. I think he might be jealous. You think they'll get along eventually? Like in a perfect world, they should be able to both be happy, I think. Oh, what question did I miss? I'm sorry, Falcon. What was your question? Let me see if I can find it. Well, if you can, I post the question again, and I will do my best to answer it. Well, Haunted Ridge, Faye below the Mirror Breaker. And do we even want to kill this? Probably not. I mean, this flips into the most mediocre. Now that I say that, we'll probably die to it, but not super scared of Belligerent Registrar. Hey Seth, I have an idea for an MTG anime. Any idea who I would reach out to pitch the idea? So like, as far as like content creators, or like you're hoping to like get wizards to produce the anime or something. Content wise, isn't Vince the #1 anime content creator in the UK or something? Pleasant Kenobi. Actually, honestly, who you should talk to is Krim. Krim is like the biggest anime fan. He also has an anime podcast that he does. So I would say if anyone would know like a good contact for something like that, it would probably be Krim. He is very, very plugged into the anime community. Krim ironically doesn't he unironically like anime? I feel like Krim just actually unironically likes anime. Yeah, he has an anime podcast. He does, him and someone I don't know, one of his friends, do an anime podcast. Ooh, tail swipe. All right, all right, all right. A little swiping. Well, we just need something big. We need to just draw something big. Xander's Lounge. We'll flip the Saga. So if we kill this, counters go on that. So I guess we just... Yeah, let's kill the pack leader. Do some digging. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, take Fable. Play the land, play the Fable. What is your anime idea? I'm like the worst person to... Oh, I'm the worst person to ask because I just don't know about it. All right, let me see if I can find Kermit's podcast. I don't know. Aha, I actually found it. It's the... No, did I find it? I think so. I think it's this. I think it's the Nia-san podcast. Maybe he hasn't done it recently. YouTube. Yeah, here we go. The Nissan podcast. I guess he hasn't made an episode in like 11 months, so maybe he's done with it, but that is Crim's Anime Podcast. Elden is the next set. I don't think it's until like September, so we got a ways to wait, but it is definitely the next set. Well, I guess we're gonna do some big scoring. Trying to find some action. Discard, draw, treasures. Well, spend some treasures. Blood Tithe Harvester. I mean, this is going to kind of mow down our opponent's board. Copy the Blood Tithe Harvester. Blood Tithe Harvester. Snipe the Gwenna. Pass the turn. Where's our Etali? Does anyone have a is it prowess list for standard? Not really, but I think we could make one. Oh, that's a lot of damage. We're gonna take it, but I'm not happy about it. Yeah, especially after how rough the first visit went. I was a little surprised too that they just went right back to it. Wow, we're sniping Defiler Vigors here with Blood Tithe Harvesters. Kill it. Hit ya. Get a treasure. But what we really want's an Etali. Where's our Etali? Big score. Discard the Blackleaf Cliffs. Go digging. Blood for days. Oh, this is too good to pass up. Blood Tithe Harvester. Oh, this is probably game. Blood Tithe Harvester. Mono green. Still not good enough. Kill it. Kill it. I think Oko will come back. I expect that Oko will come back, but I expect that Oko will be like 6 mana and not very good. Like, I don't want to say not very good, but I think it'll be a strong but like expensive planeswalker. I don't think they're gonna make another Oko that could risk blowing everything up. The first one was just so over the top. I actually heard someone suggest that Oko was unbannable now, and that is one of the more ridiculous theories I've heard. Ooh, invasion of check out the value. We would like to destroy all legendary creatures. Yes! The Invasion of Fiora paying off. Destroy all legends. Sounds good to me. Plaguewind. Standard. Kill it. Found it. Gonna fight a Fable. Sure. That's acceptable. You still lose your Vorinclex. And we still get to flip our battle into Marchesa. And that was a good invasion. Yes, we would like Marchesa. Pass the turn. About it taps. Ooh. Marchesa Sagas. there's probably some synergies with Marchesa Sagas that we haven't explored yet. That actually could be sweet. Well, run it back. I mean, is Oko too busted for Modern after Ragavan? Probably, yeah. I don't think it would. I don't think it would be an enjoyable experience. Yeah, Cardboard Live is on, but I don't think it has the new cards yet. WotC always overcorrects when it comes to Planeswalkers. Going from 2 mana Tibalt to Ren and 6, make 2 mana walkers. Yeah, that is kind of the trend. Like, go too far one way, go too far the other way. Considering spending my wildcards on Invasion of Segovia tokens, would you recommend doing that? I'm hesitant to recommend anything based on early access day. I think the deck has a lot of good cards. It played really well, but I would like to play some games in best of 3 and non-early access day before I tell you to spend your wild cards on it. Hey, what's up, Paladin? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. So, like, I think that's what I would say. Like, early access days for fun. I would hate to see anyone get burned. I think the deck is really good. And like I said before, out of all the decks we played on early access day, that's the one that to me felt like it actually had a chance to be like a real deck. But it's still early access day. Okay. Tap land go. Oh, come on. Come on, deck. Don't let us get run over. Invasion of Ixalan. Okay, but Invasion of Ixalan might not be good enough. Like, if our opponent had just played a creature, we'd probably be in really rough shape here. I mean, we might still be in really rough shape since we're on the draw here. So, Black Cleave Cliffs. Invasion of Urgamon. Discard Jetmir's Gardens. Draw. Oh, more removal. Okay, that's not good. Or no removal. Opponent, Pelucranos. Yeah, and this is looking grim. We need something big. We need something good. Oh, it's even more lands. What do we even do? What do we even do? Dark Slick Shores, I guess. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We need a miracle. We need a miracle. Wow, Mono Green's about to win a game. That hasn't happened. That hasn't happened in Standard in a decade. Opponent. Actually, more like a year. Yeah, I mean, we're getting to the wrath or bust stage of the game. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we need this to make a mana? We only have 1 Invasion of Fiora. That's not a ton. Yeah, all right. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Show us Fiora. Opponent gonna flip Ixalan, and we are pretty far behind. Yup. All right, more lands. We will discard them and discard them. Oh, we draw a big score. Invasion of Amonket. This is bad. Bad news. Bad news. They can even flip Pelucranos now? Oh, God. Activate abilities on creatures. Yeah, they can flip Pelucranos. Assuming they have a land, they can flip Pelucranos. Well, I think we have to big score. Like, we have to hit removal, right? Like, if we don't hit removal, we're just gonna die. Big score. Go digging. Oh, no. Not good. Oh, we're so dead. We are so dead. We lost to Mono Green. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know it was possible, but it happened. Opponent going to Visage you. The good battles are very good. It really, like any card type, there's good ones and bad ones, I would say. But they play, I think, better than some people think. Well, all right. Once this Pelucranos flips, a Wrath doesn't even save us. I don't even know. Atraxa, I guess? Or like Etali into Atraxa? Opponent makes it indestructible. Attacks for 14. Sure, whatever. We will take it. All right, deck. All right, deck. Big score. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, big score. Actually, can we do anything with... Maybe. Okay. Invasion. We got to do it this way. We need to mill off this invasion. Come on. We need a big thing. We need a big thing. Oh my god, 3 more lands. 3 more lands. Oh, the nightmares. The magic gods have frowned upon us. Wow. Well, that was a fast mono green. That was a fast mono green draw. A combo that's existed since Bro was Cradle Clear Cutter and Boon of Beseju Ramp combo might be more viable with Cameo the Whispered. It's a second card that taps for mana based on power. Ooh, yeah, that reminds me of it reminds me of Morrowind. I remember people trying to do that with Morrowind the Nurturer and like Stony Strength, maybe it is. So I'm curious what the deck would look like with that combo. We lost a mono green there, but overall we've won more than we lost. What are we, 4-2 now, maybe? I think 4-2. Ugh, on the draw. Well, we're gonna keep this. Like, I don't know, we might just get run over by aggro, but we can big score into Etali. Big score into 2 Etalis. Is mono green good again? Yeah. It won a game, so that's good for mono. Oh no. Oh dear. Even more lands. Well, yeah. Well, we knew when we kept this hand there was a chance if it was aggro. Things could go poorly, and it's aggro, and we're drawing a lot of lands. Okay, Blood Tithe Harvester at least is something we can play before turn of a million. Ravine's Tower. What are your thoughts on Grixis Convoke for Standard with the dragon at the top end? I haven't even considered a Grixis Convoke deck. The idea sounds cool. Am I doing a draft? I don't think we'll be drafting today, no. Probably just playing Standard. I put a thing on Twitter about it, and I think draft was maybe slightly ahead, but it was pretty close. Opponent gets in, draws a card. Well, play a land. Pass the turn. This feels like the kind of deck that's going to have counters. Meeting of the Minds. Well, we will big score. Yeah, I wonder what a Convoke deck would look like. I mean, the dragon, I think, is a pretty powerful tutor. Any cool ideas for Explorer? I haven't really brewed any Explorer decks with the new cards yet. I'm sure we definitely will, but so far I've mostly been building standard decks. Is it a Convoke deck? I don't know. It has a Convoke card. I don't know what the line is that makes a deck a Convoke deck compared to a deck that's playing a card that has Convoke. All right, more wedding announcements. Opponent. Yeah, this is not ideal. Opponents, yeah, we couldn't kill the third path Iconoclast, and they're going off. I don't even know if we... so we could play Atraxa and die. I guess we got to play Etali and hope for some luck. Etali. Well, okay. Third path Iconoclast. Warcrafting. Decline. Is this even enough to keep us alive, though? I'm not sure that it is. Is it easier to brew in standard because you don't have to compete with as many staples? Yeah, I wouldn't say it was easier to. Well, I mean, there's no way to have it work, right? Because it triggers when it's cast. So there's no way to have this on the battlefield as you're casting the second spell. Unfortunately for us. So the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, I guess we go to 1. Yeah, block. Go to 1. Opponent. Jeez, that's a lot of wedding announcements. That's a lot of wedding announcements. That's a good hand of wedding announcements. So I guess we're dead, aren't we? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we're just straight up dead. Straight up dead. Well, big score. Discard an Etali. Well, wedding announcement. Sleeper pick from Magic's newest set. Wedding announcement. Card might actually be decent. I think that's the biggest reason I'm not sure I like the new release schedule is I wish we got to see more of the old cards rotate, I guess. Like 5 months is a long time. A long time for the Kamigawa cards to still be at the top of the format. So that's I think why I just wish it was spaced out more. I wish it was spaced out in a more reasonable way. I don't know. I think that would be a positive. I heard some people say like, "Oh, well, I think I like that we have all the cards in standard for a longer period of time," which I guess is I mean, different strokes and all. So if that's something that you like, then that's cool, but I think the reasoning is it gives people time to buy standard decks and use them over the summer without becoming outdated. That could be. I think standard is just like a challenging format because the card pool is so small. And this goes back to the brewing question. Is it harder to brew in Explorer or Pioneer? Like, so there's more powerful cards, but there's also more cards. So there's more options. There's more options there. So I think the issue that we run into with standard, it's the same issue that they tried to fix with Alchemy unsuccessfully because of how they handled it. But the issue is a real one that standard, like, it does become samey after a while. I would consider like our current standard to be one of the better standards we've had in, I don't even know, like many years, going back to like 20 War of the Spark or something, original Dominaria. Like, it's been a long time that standard hasn't been actively bad, but the last like 6 months or 8 months since the last rotation, standard's actually been in a pretty surprisingly good spot. But even when standard's in a good spot, it does become very samey. Like, there's 4 good decks, you're gonna see them again, you learn them really well, you play it optimally. So, yeah, I'm also a fan of the faster rotation idea, but a lot of other people are not. I still really wonder, like, things are so different now. When we tried faster rotation in the past, Arena wasn't even a thing yet. That's how long ago it was. It was before Arena was even a thing that existed. So I think the world might be different enough now. Or are we getting a tally this turn? There's a good chance. Dehender, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Thank you. Discard and also discard. Can we get an untap land? Yes. Oh God. Go to combat. Get in, hit ya. This is a turn for Etali. What'll it spin into? Dino power. Play the land. Invasion of Tolvoda. I think we would like an Etali, please. And Etali finds us. Oh, a concession. Etali's busted. Do you want to keep playing this deck or try another deck? Would it be better if when a standard set released, another one rotated out? I don't know. You know what I would really, I think could be very interesting, and maybe this is a bad idea because I guess it would technically mean more cards and make things more expensive. So maybe that's the downside. But what do you think about? Okay, well, we'll try a different deck after this match. What do you think about more aftermaths? Like, what if we pretty regularly had aftermaths? Or think about like alchemy, but it's not alchemy. It's real cards that are legal and standard and exist in paper or whatever. Like, let's try it first. I mean, that's a fair way to look at it. Like, maybe we try Aftermath and see how it goes and see how we like it. But you could do like, I think Hearthstone does this, right? Doesn't Hearthstone do like small supplemental sets in between their big sets? But what if you did like, I mean, I guess it would very much be like alchemy, but alchemy that existed for everyone instead of for no one. But you did the big standard set, and then like 6 weeks later, in between, you had a small supplemental release of 50 cards or whatever that could keep things fresh. And then you have another big set, and then you have another supplemental set, like a small set with 50 cards or something. I think that maybe that could be interesting. I like it on paper at least. Although, again, like the downside is that's more cards to collect, more cards to get to stay optimal. Or like maybe just bring back core sets. Maybe that's the other upside of doing the aftermath stuff is you could do like, Sand seem fine. Exclamation point deck will bring you to the deck list. Yeah, we'll try this. By the way, do you remember Legions? Do you think it's possible to have a new set like that? Was Legions a set that was only creatures? That was quite a gimmick. Hey Seth, the YouTube channel has brought me back to Magic. It's been 2 years of playing Magic, but I keep watching Goldfish. Much love, man. Hey, thank you, Scals. I appreciate it. I'm glad the YouTube is enjoyable. Ooh, Conspiracy on Arena would be sweet. Amonket gets and hits us. Well, Sulfur Springs and Fable the Mirror Breaker. Counter number one. Counter number one. I mean, we really want to resolve this Brotherhood end at some point. Opponent goes attacking, hits us down to 15. Passes. Well, how about a Fable the Mirror Breaker? Counter number two. Counter number two. All right, opponent. This is a very counter-heavy standard format, isn't it? Good God. Opponent draws the land. Seachrome Coast. Goes to combat attacks. Plays a wedding announcement. All right. Well, we will Brotherhood end. Sweep away the board. Play the land. Pass the turn. I guess we could reanimate a Fable? That doesn't feel great. Opponent hitting their lands now. And an all creature set could be interesting. Boy, opponent is very good at drawing wedding announcements. Very, very good at drawing wedding announcements. More crafting. Take a land. Play the land. Pass the turn. Opponent peels another land off the top, goes attacking. Wedding announcements. Alright, Atraxa. Yeah, I miss 3 set blocks too, or at least like 2 set blocks. I think there's definitely a lot more that could be done there. Opponent, wow. I can't believe how many lands our opponent had after missing their lands there. Oh, now I kind of want to play one more match with that deck because I don't want to go out on that. I missed 2-set vlogs. Ah, yeah, that was just variance. I mean, that is the name of the game. Yeah, no, that's not our deck. We don't play bad cards like Third Path Iconoclast. I think the lesson of that is if our opponent draws 2 wedding announcements in their opening hand, it's pretty good. Like Kamigawa was very busted. All right, we got to do one more. We're not going out on the on that game, I don't think. Overarching narrative, like the one leading up to March of the Machines, have been objective failures in comparison to shorter vignettes, in my opinion. It'll be interesting to see where we go from here. I mean, we've played against hardcore counterspell decks pretty much every round, right? That was essentially mono blue. That was essentially mono blue, but with wedding announcements. Well, Carpusin Forest, go. Would Thrun be worth it? I mean, I guess we'll see what the new meta looks like. If every deck is playing 12 counter spells, then possibly. Opponent with the cut down. Push standard events to be online only. Change rotation from September to July. New set in July allows the sets to fall, actually stand alone. Yeah, I think, so the thing I wonder about the release schedule is I wonder if it's in, like, I wonder what the thinking was of having the big gap in the summer. I wonder if that was something Wizards, like, did intentionally, or were they thinking like, oh, in the summer, we're going to release the Alchemy set and everyone's going to play Alchemy? Because that's how it felt last year, right? Is like, it felt like they were expecting everyone to like love Alchemy and play Alchemy Legends, Battle for Baldur's Gate, or whatever the name of it was. It seems like that was what Wizards was thinking, but the problem was that no one likes, very few people like Alchemy, so it like flopped. So it made me wonder if they were basing their rotation schedule around formats that they thought people would like, but no one actually liked. Like this summer, is there a big gap in the summer because Lord of the Rings set is releasing and that's going to be an Alchemy? Like, are they expecting that to like save the summer essentially? Alchemy is still alive. I mean, it is technically. There are dozens of Alchemy players out there. Dozens and dozens of them. I mean, if you like Alchemy, that's awesome. Like, memeing on the format is not supposed to be a personal affront. Like, I think overall it's proven to not be a very popular format. I just wonder how long. I wonder if Wizards, like, not making Alchemy for March of the Machines, is that the first sign towards Wizards actually pulling support for it? It seems like sooner or later they have to, right? Like, you can't keep paying people to design cards and make art and program clients if no one's gonna buy it, right? Isn't there has to be a point where you're just like, okay, this is not working. We're spending millions and millions of dollars and making tens and tens of dollars. It seems like there has to be some cost-benefit analysis point. I always thought the summer gap was just so you got more than 3 months with 8 full standard sets before half of them rotated. Maybe. I mean, the summer gap is a lot larger than usual. I think that's the different part. So you always have summer, but traditionally there's like a set that comes out in June or July. So in the past it was core sets. But even like, so last year I think was the first year. What was Streets of New Capenna released April 29th. So roughly around this time, a couple of weeks later, but give or take, actually we should probably, yeah, okay, we'll just put that. But roughly around this time. Traditionally though, you would have like a core set coming out in July. We had Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, wherever that was, that comes out in like July. So usually most of the time there's one more set in between there. So that's the part that feels a little bit different, I think. Just lacking that one extra set. If you could have one series, franchise, or intellectual property be a planner venture for the next Universes Beyond, what would it be? Ooh. I still want NBA Jam Universes Beyond. That would be a horrible idea. But I might buy it. Maybe, oh, how do we deal with this? Can we let this make a token? All right, we'll just kill it. We'll just kill it. Get rid of it. I mean, what would be a good Universes Beyond? Something like, I think the ones that are probably most interesting are big iconic franchises. I think that's what Lord of the Rings does really well. Even if I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings, I think that is like exactly the kind of plane that you want to have as a Universes Beyond set. Like, I think it is exactly that. I could see like Star Wars actually being a really good one. I think Star Wars, we've evolved enough with Magic design that I think they could do an outer space set and it would be fine. If I open the One Ring, I will give it to you, Premium Salaire. Watch me actually open it now. Are you gonna buy? Is anyone gonna actually buy a Disney? I could maybe like Pixar. Pixar could be interesting. I could see that. Well, let's kill the token. Take a land. I'm wondering if people are people actually gonna chase the 1 of 1. If everyone kept complaining about endless preview season, isn't 4 or 5 empty months a good thing? About it. Well, no, so it's not really that there's 4 or 5 empty months. There's still Lord of the Rings set, there's Master set, so there's still a lot going on. It's more just that, like, it's not asking for more sets. It's more a question about the spacing of the set, I guess. Like, we have the same number of sets as always. It's just, the spring set is releasing earlier than ever. Because there's, like, 2 sets in the fall and then no set in the summer. We, like, double up with a set in September and then a set again in October, November. So they, like, double up in the fall, but then there's no set in the summer at all. So we have the same amount. It's just, like, the way it's spaced out, I think, is... I don't know. I don't know if... Personally, I don't know if I would consider it the most optimal way. But Wizards, I'm sure they have a reason. So there could definitely be stuff going on behind the scenes that we just can't see. Yeah, something like that. Like if the September set was in July, and then you'd have like July, September, October, or July, September, November, and then like January, and then back to April. Something, I don't know, something like that. I mean, the good news is, if we do end up in a point where Standard is stale, well, at least there's a lot of other amazing formats. That's a big part of what makes Magic such a great game. Mill. You discard, we draw. I think Invasion of Amonket might actually be good, or at least better than people think. Like, I think it might actually be a fine card that you can actually play. Opponent gonna get to tutor. Let's see how frightening this is. I'm sure the answer is very, but maybe it's not deadly. Cruelty of Gigs. Opponent has nothing relevant in their graveyard to reanimate somehow. About it. No fear. We got no fear. I mean, I think they're trying to reanimate a Troxa, but they don't have a way to get it in the graveyard that we know of. Opponent tutors flips. Can make a lot of Kikis. That might also be an issue. Liliana. Opponent takes it up. Oh, do they have a Troxa? Yup. Alright. Opponent's gonna get into Troxa. Opponent passes. We draw land that doesn't really do anything. Well, that's big score. Discard a Black Cleave Cliffs. Yeah, opponent getting a free Atroxa is not good. That's not good here. Well, Underground River. And yeah, we'll just pass. I mean, next turn we get to breed some Multiverse. If this Atroxa doesn't ruin our day. It probably will, though. I've been playing the Fight Club deck in Standard, and despite accidentally showing a video, I have been facing more losses than wins. Any new cards in Mom that are good additions to put in the deck? So what did we get from Mom that could go in Fight Club? Well, here comes the Atroxa. 10 lands. Let's see a nice little 10 land Atroxa. Opponent. Oh, they hit a duress. That is the brutality. Cruelty of Gix. Cut down. Duress Shieldred. Wow, that is the ultimate Atroxa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost no battle though. Shame. Opponent going to duress us. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get back into this now, I think. We're supposed to be the deck that has Atroxa on the battlefield. Opponent. I'm trying to think if there's anything from the set that would be good in the Fight Club deck. Opponent going to tick up. We'll discard. Yeah, Troxa with all your mana up's pretty good. Opponent gonna go attacking. All right. Well, we might have got out of Traxit on this one. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's really much that could go in the Fight Club deck. Oh, that would have been interesting at other points in time. I mean, basically, we need to find an Etali or an Atroxa for us to have a shot here. It's a land. That is neither. Well, all right. Invasion of Urgamon. Come on, deck. Show us something big. All right, we won't discard. Invasion of Tolvoda. Wow, we just couldn't find any big things this game. Yeah, nothing in the graveyard. Yeah, I guess that does it for that one. I swapped the Urbrask from your burn deck for Third Path Iconoclast. Been pretty good. Oh, so playing kind of like a Is It deck? That sounds sweet. Yeah, I wonder if Is It Spellslinger could be good. One thing I will say, I get a lot of questions about this, like with the battles, the blue-white battles deck that we played on Sunday. I really think with cards like Monastery Mentor or Third Path Iconoclast, they can be very powerful cards. But I think if you're going to play them, I think you really, really need to be focused on 1 and 2 mana spells. Like, I had a lot of questions from people about like the Norn Battle Token deck. Like, where's Monastery Mentor? I don't think you can really play Monastery Mentor in a deck where you have a couple, I guess, of like 2 mana counter spells, and then you have like 3 mana battles and like stuff. I think you really need to be playing like Considers and Strangles really low to the ground. Like, I think that's where those cards are powerful. Like, I'm not sure like Monastery Mentor, play a whatever, a Wandering Emperor, make a token. Like, I don't think that's really gonna cut it. But those cards can be very powerful if you're really focused on efficiency and being able to chain together spells. That's where those cards can really shine. Well, all right. Run it back. Ooh, how's Soldiers going, Tiggy? How many battles are references to places we've never been to? I mean, I think a lot of them are places that we've never had, like, a full set of. But I think, are there any that are, like, completely unknown? I think they're all known planes, right? In some way or another. Ooh. You've been liking Historic lately, Dancio? What have you been playing in Historic? Aw, we wanted that invasion. Alright, well, I guess we got a Blood Tithe Harvester. And pass the turn. Well, there's an Etali. Well, get in, hit ya. Play the land, pass the turn. Opponent down to 70. We could use a big score. Big score to ramp into Etali would be sweet. Opponent. Wow. Okay. Kills a Blood Tithe Harvester. Sure. Oh, where's our... You know what? I guess we do this now. Let's discard this Atraxa. Okay, draw more lands. That's all right. That's all right. 2 more for Etali. 2 more for Etali. Opponent. Haunted Ridge Shieldred. Well, we kill Shieldred. Actually, play the land, kill Shieldred. Pass the turn. There's an awful amount of people salty roping these days. Really? What format are you playing? Opponent, Blood Tithe Harvester. And passes. Well, okay, kill the Blood Tithe Harvester. Seriously. Okay. Whiff. No land. Invasion of Urgamon. I feel like they're about to Atraxa. I feel like they're gonna blood token their Atraxa, Cruelty of Gex, and just have the whole shebang in hand. Opponent discards Atraxa. We may have called it. Discard Warcrafting. Play a tap land. Pass the turn. Does our opponent have it? Come on, no Cruelty of Gex. No Cruelty of Gex. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I think it's Etali time. I think it's Etali time. Etali time? Etali time? All right, here comes a Dino. Yes, resolves. Show us an Atraxa off our opponent's deck. Okay. We'll settle for Fable the Mirror Breaker, Invasion of Urgamon. Not bad. That's still not bad. That is perfectly fine. Discard a land. Draw a Fable, pass the turn. Hey Seth, first time making it to the live stream. I've been watching you on YouTube for quite some time. Been playing Mardu Vampires, got me to Mythic last month. I really like the deck. Lots of fun, you should check it out. Ooh, well, welcome to the stream, Mr. Cameron. Good to have ya. We'll discard Blood Tithe Harvester. Ooh. G to the G. G to the G. Well, I think we're gonna flip our battles. Let's do some battle flipping. Why attack our opponent when we could be getting 3/4s? That lets us actually tutor up battles, which is kind of ridiculous. Discard a Fable the Mirror Breaker. I think we'll take an Invasion of Tolvoda. We will play Invasion of Tolvoda. Combo. Battle combo. Here it comes. An opponent scoops it up. Ooh, what do you think of the weather? Kind of crummy out. Let's see how vampires are looking. All right, we'll switch decks now. We'll switch decks. We did our thing. We Etalied them, so we can switch. We'll try the Loam deck. The Loam deck, I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try it because it would be sweet if it did. Mardu Vampires. Yeah, Vampires kind of the forgotten tribe to some extent. Ooh, in Historic, that is definitely spicy. I haven't seen Vampires in Historic really at all. Oh, that looks super cool. The Johnnies, Omnixilises, I like it. All right, let's. So this deck definitely very much a work in progress that may or may not work, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go and see what happens. I think Etali is legit. I think Etali is actually pretty legit. Legit enough, at least. 5-color battle shift. Ooh. What a were wait, spell shift. I see. So trying to spell shift, kind of like the possibility storm combo. So trying to use spell shift on a adventure creature to hit a primal surge and then put everything into play. That seems hilarious. What does invasion do though? So primal surge. So I guess as you put your entire deck into play, you'll get all 4 invasions of Alara. I'm still a little confused on what the battle does. The plan of putting your entire deck into play with Spell Shift Primal Surge looks sweet. Is there something more to Invasion of Alara than just being like value-y? It is a sweet value card. Oh, wait. You can spell. Wait a minute. You can spell shift the backside of the battle for 4 mana? You can spell shift the. Oh, I see. So, like. I see. So, if you, like. Wait. So, the idea is play Invasion of Alara, attack it to flip it, and then when you flip it, spell shift it. That is definitely an interesting plan. I have never thought of that. But that sounds definitely spicy when it works. That is so a little bit of effort. A slight bit of effort goes into it, but when it all comes together, it should be really sweet. All right, let's see if we can win a game with Standard Loam. Let's see if it's possible. Is it possible? The idea is so cool, but will it actually work? I'm updating the deck list. So the idea of this deck is we're trying to use Invasion of Kaldheim as a seismic assault, and we're trying to use Slogurk as a life from the Loam. So the idea is we do random stuff in the early game. We play Invasion of Kaldheim. We wheel away our hand. And then hopefully with some combination of janky creatures and Nihiri's Warcrafting, we flip it, and then we get this ridiculous enchantment. Seismic Assault on steroids. Can discard a land to shock something, and we get to exile the top card of our library, and we can play it this turn. So that synergizes with a bunch of stuff. Like Ren in 7 puts a bunch of lands into our hand. Slogurk, when it leaves the battlefield, puts 3 lands from our graveyard back into our hand. So hopefully we have a bunch of lands, and we discard the lands, and we snipe down all of our opponent's stuff or shoot our opponent's face, and it wins us the game. So essentially, Invasion of Kaldheim deck. Can it actually work? Can it keep up with the decks at the top of Standard? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. No Aethertide. Wait, what's Aethertide? Yeah, I had a Borborygmos in the deck at first, and then I ended up cutting it because I felt like the deck wasn't able to fill the graveyard enough, but maybe I think it's in the sideboard right now. There's one Borborygmos in the sideboard. We can't move it. We probably should. We probably should put it in the main deck just for testing purposes to see what it feels like. There's also a Ren and Realmbreaker in there. Did you see the new Bear Pet Rhino? Ooh, wait, no, there's a new. I saw the Flibblefet pet. There's a bear pet. I didn't realize there was a bear pet. We'll go down one Prowler, I guess. Let's try it like that. All right. Loam in standard. Let's see if it'll work. Can we get a sweet loam win? Oh, Ethertide whales? that's old school. Oh, that was part of the Paradox Engine combo deck we played several years ago now. What about mulch? Mulch, yeah, mulch might be worth it. That is a way to put a bunch of lands in hand. I don't know if having a body is necessary. We'll see. Let's give it a try. We can see. Definitely open to ideas that people have. Yeah, I got a haircut midstream. a little off the top, just a little off the top. Oh, what's your spicy brew hair say? Yeah. All right, no loam, but we got some Urgamon. We can do some ramping. Well, let's play a Rockfall Veil. Opponent plays a land. Well, oops, land first. Land and Invasion of Urgamon. Discard Obliterating Bolt. Draw a land. Is the Mastery Path worth it? I think the general consensus is yes. The only reason I don't normally get it personally is since I buy like so many packs when a set releases, a big part of what the Mastery Pass gives you is packs from older sets, or that's like a reasonably big part of it. So you get packs from sets that were from the last year or whatever. Those just don't really have much value to me because I usually have full sets because I buy a bunch of packs when the set releases. So unless you're someone that has like full collections of everything, I think that it's actually good value. Everything I've ever read about it, any math I've seen on it, is that it's actually one of the best value plays for people trying to build an arena collection. With the printing of Nezumi Informant, are we going to get an 8 burglar deck anytime soon? Ooh, maybe. I wonder if there's a way to make discard work in standard. Maybe we can build a sweet standard discard deck. Are we just Urgamoning again? Yeah, let's just Urgamon again. Urgamon. Discard a land. Ooh, okay, there's Keldheim. There's Keldheim. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can actually flip it too? Okay, we got a shot. Pass the turd. Opponent passes. Well, I mean, we're gonna go for it. We play our land. We play Invasion of Keldheim. Yeah. No. Okay, that's fine. Reflections. We don't care about reflections. We don't care about that. Invasion of Keldheim comes down. Wheels away our hand. And then we Nahiri's Warcrafting. Invasion of Keldheim. Yes. I think this is going to exile, but sure. Okay. Seismic Assault on the battlefield and pass the turn. And then this can shoot down other battles too. So this is the way we can flip battles if we hit lands, and we potentially have Ren in 6 to get a bunch, or Ren in 7 to get a bunch of lands. Opponent. Your go. It's happening. We're doing it. I think we're doing it. Opponent. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Sure. Sure. Opponent passing. Well, we will run N7. Take it up. Show us some lands. Oh! Okay, that's a lot of lands. Snipe you. Get it out of here. Exile a Sky Turtle. Pass the... Oh, do we want to do anything? Let's just pass. Leave a ball of removal. Okay, standard loam. Now we need the Sloggerg. That's the last piece of the puzzle, is the Sloggerg. We need the Sloggerg. If we can find the Sloggerg, then we're good. Do you think that new Goreclaw is good in a Eula Brawl? Yes. I would play it. If budget's not a concern, I would play it. Yeah, not being able to channel from exile is a little awkward. Oh, come on, Sloggerk. We need the Sloggerk. Oh, another Ren. Well, okay, take up Ren. Look for some lands. Oh my god, so many lands. Are we just going face? I guess we could flip our. Yeah, I guess we're trying to win. All right, throw a land at your face. It's happening. It's happening. Okay, Invasion of Keldheim. Sure, that might be helpful after we discard these lands. Discard a land. Exile. Obliterating Bolt. Discard a land. Where's our Sloggerk? We need a Sloggerk. Headya. Okay, Blanchwood Prowler. That's actually pretty good. Play the Prowler. Go digging for a land. Go digging for a land. Mill. Okay, get back a land. Yup. Throw a land at your face. Actually, maybe we should flip one. All right, go your face. Keep going face. Hit ya. Okay. Play the land. Hit ya. Wait, maybe this deck can work. Down to 10. This is all in one turn. All in one glorious, spectacular turn. Snipe ya down to 8. And we're generating card advantage. And then we can Invasion of Urg. An opponent scoops it up. It worked. We loaned him in standard. Great podcast yesterday. Do you think that modern sub format, we're only standard sets, no MH1 and MH2 could be popular? Could Snapcaster make a comeback? I honestly don't know if MH2 is a problem with Snapcaster. I'm not convinced. I mean, so on one hand, the power of Modern Horizons is a blanket over the entire format. Like, any conversation about Modern's power level, it's going to come back to that to some extent. But I don't think that's the deal breaker. I think Snapcaster was trending down even before Modern Horizons 2 and for other reasons. So, could a format like that be a success? I think the answer is sadly no. Like, could it? Yes. But here's my concern. Here's my concern. Yeah, it was very good, that game. My concern is we've seen people try to do this with Commander, where every once in a while people get salty at something about Commander, and they do the I'm gonna make my own format with blackjack and hookers and the Bender thing, and it never actually has taken off so far. Could it work in the sense that, like, you have a format that you can play with your friends? Like, sure, like that's a thing that you could do. But as far as actually taking off and being like a hugely popular, successful format, I think it's unlikely. I mean, so how has Snapcaster been in Historic? I think that's a good testing ground. Like, is Snapcaster doing anything in Historic? Well, let's bring in Borborigmos. Old Borby. What are we cutting? One of these? All right, let's try it like that. We'll see. I'm currently playing 3x Snap in my Historic Mythic deck. Not common, though. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played much Historic super recently since Snapcaster came out, so... Ooh, we got the Slogger. Okay, we actually have the full combo. Well, let's see if we can make this happen. We might be able to make it happen. Wall of Chaos for this 76 month. Those numbers are getting so big. That is amazing, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. How's it going today? It's going pretty good. We just actually loaned someone in standard, so I would say very good. Going very well. Well, Shigeki. Get it down. Ilmeg, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Are battles a net positive or risk to becoming a new companion / planeswalker? I would say, based on our initial run that we have here, I would say battles are a net positive. I'm pretty confident in that. I think some of them will be good, But I don't think with this batch, who knows if they print other ones that are different in the future, but with this batch, I don't think there's a risk that it's going to be companions, that it's going to break, going to break anything any more than any other new mechanic would. But yeah, I don't think there's serious risk of that. Ooh, opponent's going after the token. Interesting. Well, discard. Oh, are we discarding Borborygmos? But we want our Borborygmos. Okay, discard. Maybe we discard Titania. Yeah, let's discard Titania. That's fine. Discard. We need a land. Okay, we hit a land. I mean, do we just Invasion at Kaldheim? Do we wait? We could run out the Slogger. We could run out the Fable. So if we Invasion at Kaldheim here, we do get to Warcraft it next turn. But that is kind of our whole turn. And we lose a bunch of, like, kind of goodies. And this Borborygmos that we kind of want to play sometime. Do you think tokens could be viable in Standard with new battles? I'm pretty high on the token plan. There was a video that went up on the YouTube. Sunday that was kind of showing off the blue-white battle token deck I'd been messing around with. I think that deck could be really good. We're going to have to revisit it in Best of 3 because we played it in Best of 1, but... I think we wait. I don't want to waste that many cards. So if we play Invasion at Kaldheim and we want to flip it with Warcrafting, we're going to lose the Sloggark and the Borborygmos to exile, and they're just going to be gone forever. Opponent. Leyline Binding Tribal. Plays a Leyline Binding and a regular Bankbuster. Well, okay. Discard Warcrafting. It might actually just be, you know what, I feel guilty about this, but I think it's actually correct just to discard it. Oh, no! Oh, no. Okay, we didn't hit lands anyway. We are just very dirty Fable of the Mirror Breaker players. We really wanted to hit lands and play Flibblethip. I thought Flibblethip was going to be our hero. Are we going to see Multani Fling anytime soon? So we played Multani Fling during Early Access Day. It seems like it could be a pretty sweet, like, against the odds deck, maybe. So I think there's, you know what, we're all in. We're all in on Borborygmos. Actually, let's keep a Bankbuster. We might need that. Okay, we hit the land. Borborygmos and Flibblethip. Going to hit the battlefield for the first time ever. Borborygmos, Flibblethip teaming up. No. No. Opponent. Off of the courier briefcase. No. Been messing around with zombies in Standard since Invasion Amonket came out. Opponent. Seriously now, opponent. We just want to play Borborygmos. Now we're going to have to win in the dirtiest way possible. Oh, ain't gonna come and hit ya. Make a treasure, play a land, pass the turn, make a bunch of kiki jikis. This has been it. Seriously. What is happening? Oh, well, okay, Reckoner Bankbuster. We tried so hard to do cool things, only to have our opponent counter them. Well, Reckoner Bankbuster. Go. Boo and hiss on you, opponent. I mean, I think it's because our opponent has not been able to draw lands. They haven't drawn many lands, so they just keep drawing every counter in Leyline Binding. Well, okay. Most of our good cards are currently in the graveyard, which is awkward. All of our Borborygmoses, one of our Wrens. I don't know what's left in our deck that's actually a real Magic card. I don't know if there's anything. I don't know if there's anything. Well, okay, Invasion at Kaldheim. Do a little wheeling. I mean, if we could somehow flip this, we got a shot. I don't know how we're going to flip it. Discard the lands. Draw 2. Well, play the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Play Shivan Reef. Pass the turn. Opponent. Gonna do some looting. You know they gotta have some big Atroxy bombs on the top end of their curve. Oh, come on now. Cammy War. What have you been playing Borbrigmos in, Halfwing? Opponent. I'm trying to figure out what to blow up. You're gonna blow up our invasion. We had plans for that. We had plans for that, opponent. We had plans for that. We did. Opponent. No thought to draw the Bank Buster before the Invasion of Kaldheim trigger. I mean, isn't that just putting another card in exile? I feel like that's worse than just having an extra card in hand. Oh no, more lands. All right, yeah. Down to 11. Well, there's a Slogger. Discard the lands. Draw some more of them. Well, Copperline Gorge. Play Slogger. Invasion of Urgamon. Loot away the land. Grow the Slogger. But we don't have our loam. Oh, there's the loam. Wait, but then we don't have any lands. We still got to do it, though. Oh, no, but there's... Oh, Cammy War. Cammy War ruins it, right? It does. Oh, we were so close. We almost did it. We almost did the whole thing. Well, get in, hit the battle, get a treasure. Yeah, we gotta wait. Because our opponent's gonna bounce and make us discard. So we gotta wait and draw cards because of this Cammy War. If not, we could have actually played the invasion and flipped it. And then who knows what would have happened. Gonna bounce the invasion of Urgamon. Interesting. Okay, well, draw a card. And draw a card. All right. Which deck that you played do you think has the most potential to be a tier deck? I still think that the token deck, the blue-white Norn battle tokens, we still gotta play it in best of 3, but that's a deck that I am highest on for being like a tier deck so far. Ooh, Vraska. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that can treasure our Slogger. Uh-huh. Alright, not good, not good. Opponent. Oh, we were close, too. We were actually close. We almost got there. Opponent fires up the Bank Buster, goes to combat. Attacks, makes a treasure. We take our beats down to 5. And another Bank Buster. Okay. How do we flip this battle? And how do we get lands in hand? Wow. Gonna draw a card right now. That's a weird choice. Oh, there's the Slogger. Okay, well, Invasion of Kaldheim. Let's see if we can somehow do this. Wheel away our hand. Okay, how can we flip this? How can we flip this? How do we find lands? Is there a way? So we need to get this out of the way. We have, what, 2 treasures? So place... Oh, wait, we got to sack... That's still a Slogger? Vraska's so weird. Okay, sack Slogger. Run out of Slogger. Crew. And crew. Go to combat. Attack, attack, attack. Okay. Attack. Treasure. Opponent. Let's it go. Okay, we get the loam. We get the loam. Can we get some lands? Okay, there's the pyre. So what's our best way of doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play the Prowler. Get a land. Oh, that's two Slogger counters. That's 2 Slogger counters. Oh, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Pitch it. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're standard loaming. Get rid of the reflection. Trigger. Slogger. Yes. 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 Remove 3 counters. Pick it up. We would like to do that. And get back 3 lands. Oh, it's coming together. Get back the 3 lands. So now, how do we avoid death? Do we just pass? Can we play a land? Play the land. Play Sloggerk. We might be stabilizing here. We might be stabilizing. So we can discard the lands, pick up Sloggerk, so we can hit our opponent. Wow, we're actually close to... Could we have won there? Did I mess this up? We might have been able to win. Okay, we'll just pass. We'll just pass. Because we can... So Sloggerk, with this setup, every 3 mana we have is 6 damage. We discard 3 lands. That grows the Sloggerk. We pick up the Sloggerk. Get back 3 lands. Do it again. So all the mana we have... Okay, Atraxa, that's... I think okay, though. I don't think that matters. I think Sloggerk combo's going to get him. Unless our opponent... They can't cast Farewell. Oh. Oh, no. Leyline Binding number 4. Leyline Binding number 4 might get us. You should try Elspeth in a token deck. Really good in grindy matches. I think Elspeth can be really good. Yeah, I actually think Elspeth has a lot of potential. Opponent. Cruise. Well, we will discard a land. Kill the goblin. Grow the Sloggerk. No mana for you. About it. Oh, I think we're going to do it. Cruise a Bank Buster. Certainly. That's acceptable. Goes to combat. Swings. Well, shoot your face. Grow the Sloggerk. Block and block. I guess I was thinking we could block with Sloggerk, but we would kill it when we remove the counters, so we actually can't. Ordered a card from Card Kingdom for the 2nd time. Asked for a Scoop Stinker. Still didn't get one. I will try to... I gotta remember to ask Richard about that, or someone about that. I still haven't heard anything about there not being stickers, although maybe I'm missing something. So it should be game, right? But remind me next string. Remind me next stream. So Pyre you. Here's the combo. Pick up Sloggerk. Get back 3 lands. 1, 2, 3. Get them back. And then we replay the Sloggerk for 3 manas. And then we discard the 3 lands. Those 3 lands... Gonna deal 6 damage. Also gonna grow Sloggerk enough we can do it again. Maybe this deck can actually work in standard. Maybe there's a... Like, this is kind of a game-ending combo, right? It's not truly infinite, but it is, like... It is gonna win the game. It's a lot of damage. We could deal 20 damage right here. We could shoot down the Atraxa just to rub it in if we wanted to. That is actually possible. Snipe ya. pick up Slogurk, because why not? Keep it going. And 3 lands, 1, 2, and 3. Get them back. Slogurk returns. Combo. And a bonus scoops it up. With Sulfum, you deal 4 damage per land. That's true. I wonder if Sulfum would be worth considering. Sulfum doesn't work with anything else in our deck, though, does it? I mean, I guess so. Sulfum. Let me read Sulfum. I guess it would power up potentially Nahiri's Warcrafting, which is something. That's something. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent that opponent controls, deals double damage instead. So it does power up like Obliterating Bolt. I could see, I mean, maybe you could play a copy or two. I'm creating a very fun deck. I do like very fun decks. In Explorer based on using 3-mana Sorin to put Ghalta into play on the battlefield on turn 3. Yeah, that's a combo. I haven't actually seen it happen in practice, but I have seen a couple people mention it. So if you get the deck going, let me know, because that's something I was thinking I would probably try at some point, because it does sound like it would be really sweet when it works out. If you make an Against Odds video for Mutani Fling, I will get an opening for the video rendered for you in time for to use it on YouTube. Ooh, what would you envision for the opening, Magikarp? About it. Oh boy. Well, we're not Slogurking anyone at this point. Is it Slogurk or Slowgurk? Like, not very fast Gurk. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, where's the mana? Opponent's got so much mana. Ah! Okay. Oh goodness, and they hit a Colossal Sky Turtle off of our deck. G to the G. See, Etali's a card. I'm telling you. Etali's a real card. I think Etali's actually a real card. Do not sleep on Etali. I think it might actually be a good card. Whether or not it's actually better than Atraxa, I think that's a little bit more subjective. That's more up for debate. But I do think that it's actually like a legit Magic the Gathering card. Probably not in older formats, but in standard. Rhymes with Gogurt. Oh. So Sogurt. That doesn't sound right either. The first thing I thought was a scene out of 300 with our arrows will blot out the sky. Ooh. That could be a sweet one. Hey, okay. Combo achieved and lands in hand. This looks much better. Land. Go. Opponent. Forest. Evolving Adaptive. Opponent's deck is a weird deck to be playing Etali. You don't usually see 1-drops like Evolving Adaptive into Etali. Strange combo. Well, discard the land, make a treasure. Find a card on the line. George, pass the turn. Invasion of Regatha is really good. We might have to, maybe we gotta revisit Battle Tier List at some point. After we've got to play with them and get to see how good they actually are. Oh, speaking of stream stuff, do y'all ever Slogurk the Yogurt Slime? Do y'all ever watch you know what? I think we just run out Invasion of Kaldheim, see what happens. Invasion of Kaldheim. Wheel away our hand. We could use a Brother's Hood End. Wow, we've drawn all the Slogurks, Slowgurks, Yogurks. Hey, what's up, Tiglo? How are you? Do y'all ever watch streams on YouTube? I was thinking, so I did this like battle tier list video like a week or two ago. And after I did it, I thought, wow, this might have actually been like a cool thing to stream. Ugh. This is one of the worst hands I've ever seen. Oh, what do we even do? Die, I guess. Looks like die to me. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're literally dead here. Well, Slogger, go. Wow, we just wheeled into nothingness. No sweepers, no way to flip our battles, and our opponent, I don't know what our opponent's deck's doing. One drop tribal, haste tribal. Oh, okay. They're trying to cheat Etali into play with Howlpack Piper. I guess that makes a bit more sense. Opponent attacks with 1. Oh, we need a sweeper desperately. We need a sweeper desperately. Well, we're gonna block, keep our life total high. Brothers hit end off the top. But my question was, like, so if we did... Oh, Shigeki. That is not Brothers Hit End off the top. Well, play a land. Play a Slogger. Play a Shigeki. So my question was, though, like, so let's say we're going to do something like the battle tier list, but on stream. Would it be a more natural fit to stream it on YouTube or on Twitch? Because I've never streamed on YouTube. It's all only ever been on Twitch. Oh, opponent living the Howlpack Piper dream. Oh, yeah. That was cute. That was cute. You can't stream on both at once or you get in trouble. That's not... You can stream on one or the other, but you can't stream on both at the same time. Pretty sure there's a part of Twitch contracts. So there used to be, but Twitch recently, like a few months ago, they got rid of that. So there is a thing that you can't like be streaming on Twitch and also like dual casting it on YouTube. So you can't be streaming it both like literally at the same time. But if you want to stream on one and then switch to the other, that's allowed now. But I was thinking like specifically for like stuff that's kind of like YouTube videos, because like the tier list, to me, that feels more YouTube-y than Twitchy. So I was wondering if it'd be worth doing any streams for things like that, if it was like a tier list or something. I think as far as... Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't even think we can keep this. All right. Well, go. 5-card hand, go. Yeah, stands... Well, we'll see. We'll see. Does not have a lot of cards in it. Opponent. Don't get a notification when YouTubers stream on YouTube. Oh, that's awkward. Although, like, apparently people don't get notifications on Twitch that consistently anymore either, which is also awkward. I've had a few people recently that have been saying they haven't been getting notifications for the stream, which is a bummer. Wow. Well, I guess our opponent kept a worse hand than us. Renin Roundbreaker. Mill. Get back a Argoth. Pass the turn. And a bonus gives it up. Wow, why did they keep that hand? Bastardo! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank ya. We didn't see much of our opponent's deck at all, did we? Like, not at all. Do you think Field of Ruin would be worth it in the sideboard to counter ramp? Sadly, Field of Ruin doesn't really counter ramp. Like, I guess if your opponent has no basics left in their deck, it can turn into land destruction, but that's, especially for a ramp deck that usually has to play a lot of basics, it's pretty tough to actually get a strip mine out of it. So we do have a couple of Field of Ruins in our deck, more so to like synergize with Slogger to be a land going in and out of the graveyard than anything else. So I do think that it's a decent option, but I don't know if I would play it with the idea being to counter ramp. I think it's a little inconsistent. Tried to build a blue-white token list for a standard. I was playing. I flipped a fairy. When I plussed one, I realized I didn't have any creatures in the deck. I actually so yeah, I ran into that a little bit, but I I played a few creatures in my version, so it was... Who we're gonna... Oh, we kind of need the Prowler. Oh, no, we need all these cards. All right, Bankbuster to the bottom. I want my card draw, but I think we gotta put Bankbuster to the bottom, because this hand could actually do it. Invasion of Keldheim, Warcrafting Flip, Sloggerk to do the thing. So I don't think you need to have a ton of creatures to make it work. But it might be worth adding a creature or two, I would say. Oh, I'm glad you liked the budget video. Any chance of an updated or non-budget burn deck today? Probably not. I think... do they have a non-basic? They do. Let's take Field of Ruin. So, burn in the future, good possibility, in updated build. But burn today, I think, is unlikely because... Ooh, we can't deal with any of this. Well, okay. Invasion of Urgamon. But today it's unlikely because I gotta go get Bear in like 20 minutes or so. So, I don't like letting our opponent go off with this Goblin. Fable of Mirror Breaker is a messed up Magic card. It is a messed up Magic card. About it. Maybe when Pelucranos rotates. Oh no. Oh no. 2 Fable of Mirror Breakers. I don't think anyone's ever beat that. Not in the history of Magic. Never, oh boy. Never happened. Never happened. Well, yeah, Invasion of Keldheim. That treasure. Fable of Mirror Breaker is basically standard Ragamon, isn't it? Really need to replace Prowler with Mulch. Seeing additional cards and taking all the lands is much better. Maybe. There's... we're super dead in this one. I mean, the thing is, like, having a body on the battlefield is kind of relevant. So I think that's what Prowler has going for it, is just, like... maybe helping us stay alive. Yeah, there's no... The deck's really cool when it goes off, but it does seem pretty against the odds, doesn't it? Well, Grixis isn't going anywhere. What do we have that could be good against Grixis? I mean, we can definitely try Mulch. I guess Titania is not gonna do anything. Titania, it seems like it could be such a powerful card, but I guess it's just never gonna work in Standard, sadly. Hey, what's up, Daniel? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I don't know if a 1/1 is worth more than getting more lands. I mean, we just need to... The problem with the combo is, like, it's... The synergy is it's pretty slow. So I think there's value to just, like, impacting the battlefield rather than... Like, what happens if, like... So, if we're on the draw and our opponent goes, like, turn 2 Blood Tithe Harvester or something... And then we just go Mulch, and then they untap and play another, like, Graveyard Trespasser. We're just, like, dead, essentially. I guess maybe we'd be dead even through a Blanchwood Prowler. So maybe, I guess maybe that wouldn't actually make that big of a difference, but it is nice to have bodies. We see that with, like, the mono white deck that's very good in Standard, is, like, cards like Ambitious Farmhand are just, like, so good and so important. Just because they, like... The bodies are horrible. They're putting 1/1 bodies on the battlefield, but just, like, having a body is kind of relevant. I'm still down for trying Mulch, though. All right, live, Sloggerk, live. Live. I dare you. All right, not living. Opponent kills the Sloggerk. Well, okay, play the land. Invasion of Keldheim. Do a little wheeling and a little dealing. At least we got it down before Shieldred came, which is huge. Otherwise, we get ooh, Borborygmos. Borborygmos might be good in this matchup. Opponent, what do you got? What do you got? Land and what? Looking at our exiled cards. About it. Can we flip it? That is the next question. Can we flip it? Doesn't get Invoke Despaired. About it. I mean, Mulch has been playable in the past. It does. Digging 4 deep is nice. And filling the graveyard's nice. Putting the lands in hand. The other, like, kind of awkward thing about Mulch is it doesn't synergize that well with Slogger. Like, Mulch just puts the lands in our hand. Oh, opponent's just tapping out. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. I was not expecting that. So, well, in that case, Warcrafting. Flip Invasion of Kaldheim. Ren is going to stay in the deck. Flip it. Cast it. Play Argoth. And yeah, I guess we pass. Oh, come on. No Invoke Despairs. No Invoke Despairs. No Invoke Despairs. We lose our Ren. We lose our Invasion. Opponent plays a land. Oh, opponent. No invoking. Invoked. Invoked. All right. Yeah. Invoke. Still a good magic card. Unfortunately. About it. Cruise. The Bankbuster smacks us a bit. Well, I guess it's Borborygmos time. Yeah, Grixis still seems pretty good. Well, discard a land, kill the Blood Tithe Harvester, play the land. I mean, that's a 6/5. That is technically bigger than a Bankbuster. Opponent, go for the throat. And Fable of the Mia Breaker. Well, okay, Warcrafting. Get rid of the Goblin. Take a land. Play the land, play the Bankbuster. Pass the turn. Yeah, black being able to blow up our enchantments is annoying for sure. I wonder, maybe we have to find, is there another enchantment we can play? Is there another enchantment we can play in our deck specifically to have a buffer for Invoke Despair? Because Invoke Despair is played in a lot of decks. And we don't want to, like, do all this work to build a Seismic Assault only to have it getting got by Invoke Despair every time. So maybe we need to find, like, a buffer enchantment. Opponent. Yeah, teachings might be the best option. Opponent goes to combat, hits us. Well, draw a card. Invasion of Urgamon. Down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can play a Sky Turtle. Does that even save us here? If we don't play it, then we're... Well, I guess we can always bounce with it. All right, Invasion of Urgamon. Do a little looting. Hey, Seth, I built a 5 ticks Hardened Scales deck for Modern. Wondering if you had any recommendations. Ooh, let me take a look. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. All right, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Field of Ruin Part 2. Does this even keep us alive, is the question. Opponent flips the Fable. Invokes Despair. Well, I mean, we can counter it. Who would have thought Kamigawa would be such an incredibly powerful set? But yeah, it's like all right, they're gonna crew. Go to combat attack. Well, we're going to 1. Well, I guess 1 it is. Draw a card. Draw a card. Munas, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I don't know what we can draw here, but here he's warcrafting. Now, loot away the Fable. I don't think that's going to save us. Into a land. So many bodies. Well, okay. Bank Buster, draw a card. So we can flip Invasion of Urgamon. Does that even matter, though? We can discard a card, get a battle, but that doesn't really do anything. Oh, we had it set up, too. Well, okay. Kill the reflections of Kiki Jiki. Take a Blanchwood Prowler. Play the I mean, we're putting bodies on the battlefield. We might be able to block enough to not literally die this turn. Maybe. Just once the standard, I want to curve Moonville Regent into Invasion of Alara and draw 6 and Cascade and flip Alara if they kill the dragon. That sounds like it'd be super sweet. living the dream. Poor Moonville Regent. It's funny that card never made it. It seems like the kind of card that has enough power to see standard play, but it's never really caught on in any way. Well, attack. Not sure what our opponent's saying nice about, but something. Opponent. I mean, we're dead to literally everything, including a go for the throw. Well, this one, the combo's really sweet when it goes off. Not sure if there's a way to make it into a like super competitive deck. Moonville might have saw like super fringe play when it was first printed, but it's never really gotten anywhere. So yeah, I don't know how to make this. I don't know how to make this into a more competitive deck. I think the synergy is really cool when it goes off. Like, when you actually get to flip and stick Pyre of the World Tree, it's really, really good. Like, we saw it. We got to see the Slogger synergy go off, where it really is like a combo kill, essentially, where you just burn your opponent right out of the game and draw a ton of cards. The question is, like, how best to support it? Like, how do you stay alive? How do you get cards in and out of your graveyard? How do you flip Invasion of Kaldheim? How do you keep it on the battlefield once you flip it? That's the challenge. That's a challenge of the deck. So I think the reward is there, and I think it's something that's definitely worth brewing around and building with. Maybe one thing we saw in this stream, and one thing we saw for sure was like a lot of decks were just playing like a ton of counters. So maybe that's just the way we gotta go. Maybe we just gotta embrace where we're at. The thing is, it kind of makes me sad, because I assume if we're gonna like embrace the counters, we're like probably cutting all the cool cards like Titania and Ren and like Borborygmos, and like cutting a lot of the cool cards and just replacing them with a bunch of counters. But maybe a bunch of counters would be a way to get the Slogger Invasion of Kaldheim synergy to work. I think like the core has got to be Slogger, Invasion of Kaldheim, in Nahiri's Warcrafting, which is probably the best way to flip a battle. So I think that's probably the core of the deck. And then what to play to support it, that's kind of the question. If you embrace counters, you can play Chandra turns. Yeah, I mean, Chandra turns, I built a Chandra deck. Yeah, I wonder, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where the standard meta shakes up. I hope that we see some stuff, at least from March of the Machines, actually end up making impact. Budget hardened scales for Pioneer, I think, for Modern. Ooh. I mean, for being a 5-tick deck, that looks pretty sweet. One thing I would say is maybe 1-drops. Stuff like, oh no, I want to say Evolution Shaman, but that's not the name of it. What's the 1-drop that's like a Pelt Collector but uncommon from like OG with a Valve? I cannot think of the name of that card right now, but I might try to be more aggressive. I think maybe I would focus on being more aggro. And there's a couple of good, the new oil one's fine too, but there's a couple of good 1-drops that would work pretty good with the strategy. So I might try this as it is and see how it feels and how it works. If it feels a little bit too slow, I would probably try to add like 8 1-drops to the deck and try to jank people out by being super aggressive. It also probably depends on where you're playing it. Like, I think if you're playing like leagues on Magic Online or someplace where you're playing a lot of like the top tier decks, then I think that being very aggressive is probably going to be the best plan to try to like just jank them out before they start playing Solitudes and Furies and whatnot. But if you're playing in a more like mid-power place, then I think a little slower plan would be fine. But I like the idea. There's definitely some potential for a super budget-friendly Hardened Scales list, and this has a lot of cool cards in it. So it looks like a super fun brew. Super sweet. Anyway, everyone, I believe Experiment 1. Thank you, chat. That was the card. That was the card I could not think of. Anyway, everyone, I believe that brings us to the end of today's stream. Our first stream with March of the Machines. Well, full March of the Machines. So we will be back on Thursday to have some more fun. Not sure we're playing on Thursday. Probably definitely something with the new cards. Exactly what I'm not sure. In the meantime, Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams. This one will be up in the future. Normal YouTube, first March of the Machines Against the Odds going up tomorrow. A ton of new stuff going out on there. And one more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing and awesome. And I love y'all. I hope you have an amazing night. Have a great Wednesday. And I'll see you on Thursday to have some more fun. So until then, everyone, be good. I love you. And I will talk to you soon.